Yeah, alright. So, welcome to our weekly D&D show. Shut up. Please silence all sending devices. And this is our Chronicles of the Coast. And we are playing a game in the setting of Dragon Heist. The setting written by Wizards of the Coast. The story is a variation. Here's the published content. We are doing something a little different. Our story actually takes place parallel to the book. We are in the same place at the same time as whatever players out there might be experiencing the main storyline. We are simultaneously going through ours, and little bits of echoes of the players, that would be you guys out there at game tables of game stories everywhere. We actually kind of see the consequences of some of those things happen here. Some of the NPCs are the same, the settings can be the same, all kinds of stuff. But the story, this one is ours. Now, turn down lights where applicable. Consult your doctor before use. Results may vary. I'm going to let my players describe what is happening. Last we left them, they were scoping out the Mark. There is a house for the Growhuns, a complex where they train mercenaries, and they have a friend in need. So, we're going to pop on over. Never works. There we go. It's got a casting time. Mm-hmm. We'll start with this guy. Hey!
The black one. Pen on a black background.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Let's start with that one.
I am Cole Paleborn, half-orc, barbarian, a guardian background. Last week we scoped out in the snow this mansion to try and get some information to get our friend Fala back. We didn't get very far. We are camping in the snow. We spent the last couple hours talking about a plan. That's where we're at.
Yeah, we had a big day. There was we found Fala's friend Fala, and we talked to her for just a little while. She's a druid, and we tried to get a little bit of help from her, and she gave us a little bit of help, but not very much. And what did we learn? Just a few things. We found there's gonna be some hurdles ahead if we're gonna get our friend Fala back.
There's 2 estates. That's what we learned from her.
Yeah, and in case you don't know, this is Grim Timbers, and might be one of the last times you see us alive.
God, is this a ransom note?
Off. Yeah, but we're determined to get our friend back, I think, and some of that sweet mage, good awesomeness from the treasure vault, right, Sunday?
Yeah, Sunday plenty. Second level fighter, second level rogue. Yeah, we're gonna have fun tonight, guys. Did a little sneaking around at the front gates, a little snooping around the walls, see what we can do. We're trying to make a plan to get our buddy out, our good friend Fala. And we did meet another guy named Fala, yes.
That's right.
And we've been chatting back and forth about our plan. So what's the plan?
Yeah, Finn.
They don't want me to
final
know.
plan.
They're keeping their plan secret because they think that I'm secretly out to kill them, and really I'm just going to let them do it themselves.
For real. That's it too.
It just makes us feel safer somehow, you know?
Keep your filthy secrets.
Yeah. Alright, keep your secrets then.
What is a man? I'm Finn Littlemint Baldrum, and my real name is John Wallace. And last week we found out there's 2 different types of Zents, Doom Raiders and Ustrofloxen's Manchun supporters. Don't really know who those are. Wish somebody would inform me about it, but anyway.
Throwing shade already.
about this thing called a Stone of Galore. It's some sort of key to a vault that they're probably using Fala, our poor friend, to unlock. We were told that we should probably stay away from the black cloaks that hang out with Manchun. They're probably really dangerous.
They came
How many
from
times?
behind.
The Doom Patrol, though, told us that Blackwater ain't shit, apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Doom Patrol.
It's all lies, Ben.
Well, anyway,
Everybody lies in Waterdeep.
what I remember from our plan so far is that we need to find a way to breach. We need to find a way to locate or save Fala. Find a way to locate or obtain that treasure. And escape with our lives.
That sounds accurate.
I'm cold, guys. Let's go back to the theater.
Yeah, let's go give them more.
A little bit of a follow-up for anybody who might be new and watching. Fala is actually their friend, an NPC that they came across who was squatting in the theater when they had acquired it by questionable means. That Fala themselves is a warforged, not native to the realms of the Forgotten Realms, the Sword Coast, or the planet Toril, but instead from Eberron, who has managed to become a refugee here by a sequence of events that Fala did not go into. Fala accepted their name from a local herbalist that they had met because they shared a common trait of actually not really possessing a specific gender. Kind of somewhere in between. So, we're going to kick back to you guys and your quest to save your friend Fala from the Grauhund mercenary estate.
Well, so we're what do we?
All right.
We got to get back in through the same gate
Mm-hmm.
we came out.
Oh shit. I hope it isn't closed.
Yeah, that's a good. What time is it anyway? Is it?
It's like nighttime right now, Graham.
Just after, sometime just after 10, right?
Dude,
We should be able to get in. Let's just go.
Okay.
North Gate.
Why don't we just camp here?
it's cold.
I wasn't prepared for a winter camp out
Yeah,
tonight.
You got a tent.
Cold.
Cold.
Besides, there's things we may need in the city, Cole.
Like what?
Oh, true.
There's a few things that Finn and I would like to pick up, right? Maybe well, have you ever heard of a grappling hook?
Yeah.
Maybe I'd like to get one, two, one for her and one for you.
Okay. All right.
And maybe we could pick up maybe some white clothes.
Maybe black or dark blue.
Look around.
Well, I can't see anything,
I'm
Grim.
assuming there's snow everywhere.
Why don't we get back to the
You're assuming
theater?
there's snow everywhere. In character, please. Your character has eyes. Standing there in the snow. I'm assuming. What is this? What is this other white powder? Hmm?
Well, I just, I'm not sure if black would be the right appropriate color against all this white.
Okay. Well,
All right.
all the
Makes
stores
sense.
are closed, right? So let's go home and we'll talk about our plan when we get there.
Sounds like a plan.
But then we'll need to change when we get indoors.
Well, if we just have a white cape,
Cape.
we could just
Look.
ditch it.
Yeah,
Oh,
Pretty-
dude. Maybe we'll call ourselves the White Cloaks.
White cloaks.
the white cooks. Yeah, so we head back to the
What are we
theater.
doing this
The
summer?
mentors.
Back to onto the theater.
Probably about silver and
Yep.
brown.
We're going back to the theater.
All right, so we hustle up to the gate.
North Gate.
Trudging along the road, well rutted and muddy from the various bits of traffic that do continue to travel here.
Trudging.
People of Waterdeep do still need their firewood, and the farms still need to be tended somewhat, livestock and such. So, you make your way back towards the, what does it say, field ward?
Yep.
I apologize. The field ward and through the main gate. Here at the gate, people are having their possessions checked. The wagons are looked over, looking to see if anything questionable or concerning And you get up to the top, and you are stopped once again by a woman who you had seen previously. She kind of gave you a glance before and a knowing handshake to Sunday. She seemed to have some inkling of who you were. She sees you come up, and she says, "Everything to your liking? Anything questionable that you would like to report to the watch?"
Oh, not at this time. Nothing at this time.
Excellent. Always curious to know.
Yeah?
Very
How
well.
about you? What do you have to report?
I don't make reports, but
Oh, you
thank
know,
you
I
for
was
asking.
You never know. You may know something that you would share.
A time and place for everything.
I hear you.
You may go.
I'm just gonna
Bye-bye.
put this down. And if you want to pick it up, you know, you just want to pick it up and like share a little, you know. Sorry. Anyways,
Just making-
She puts a hand on your shoulder and ushers you in first, and then waves the rest of you through.
Right on.
they're always doing this.
See you next time.
Treating us this way.
You're just so easy to push around.
Hands off.
Grim, we don't use the word little people here. We use quick folk.
Oh, that's even better. Use. I can't believe I live with this thing.
Just trying to help you out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You progress back through. You travel the streets. The dung sweepers have been performing their duties well, and most of the streets are traversable without too much of a snow pile up. A dark cloud front has come in and is particularly chilly and particularly windy. The wind seems to be picking up, and you fear that you might be in for just a little bit of a storm. Down the alleys, across the streets, towards your destination, your residence of the Rosethorn Theater on Rosethorn Alley.
Yeah.
The door, as you had left it, the lights on, a stage hand of sorts, not a stage hand, sorry, but one of your employees has actually been ushering in some of the crowds, people who are cold and trying to brave the elements, making their way in to catch a show, one of your performances. And judging from the amount of foot traffic you've seen in the area, it seems that tonight is going well. It seems that your comedic shows that you have enlisted of people doing their own stand-up routines and
Nice.
even having an open performance from the audience is going over well. People are here for a good laugh. You move in. Greetings, my lords. Welcome home, milady.
Ah,
Hello, glad to be back.
it sure is nice to
Nice
see
and warm in here.
Some merriment.
Oh, yeah, indeed. We have been keeping the establishment warm. Everything is going great. Happy to report that tonight's performance is going quite well. I can't wait to
Great.
give you the good news of what the coffers have in store for you.
Indeed.
Great. Anything that I might be able to assist you with, my lords and my lady?
Could you have some food and drinks sent up to our rooms?
Right away. I will press word on and make sure that
main
Harlan
area.
gets it. He has been hard at work, a bit short-staffed, but he's got a lot of energy, a lot of pep in that one.
Good boy, that Harlan. He's okay, Finn.
Oh, yeah.
We gotta do something good for him later after this.
Yeah, he deserves it. More than just a cookie.
Yeah.
Well, you could always do something for. He goes on and on when you're not here. He talks a lot about his son. I believe if you did something generous for his son, it would probably make his day. Yes, I believe the chef's boy. The chef's boy is Artie.
Artie.
Yes.
Did you even know he had a kid, Finn?
No.
Is it yours?
Sunday, how did you know?
Sunday later,
You cut. You cut me to
these things.
You cut me to the quick, Sunday. I never thought you were gonna catch me on to me that quickly.
It's just you had that look.
Yes.
A
Well,
little twinkle.
I will get the message going on, my lords. Excellent time. I'm glad you're back.
How do we find Artie?
I'll be sure to get the contact information for him.
Don't tell Harlan.
Oh, certainly not, sir. I'm sure that his I'm sure the chef's boy Artie is probably at his place of residence, back with his wife. And
Why do you sound so suspicious about this?
Well, it's mighty cold out here, sir, and you've yet to go inside.
Yeah,
Alright.
we're coming in.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I look over the side, like, through the open top, like, diner part to see Harlan, like, working hard, right?
Yeah.
You didn't hear anything, right?
You don't
Big
believe so?
place.
It's pretty far away.
Yeah.
I don't think
It's got terrible
Yeah,
perception.
he's got huge ears. You can't hear that. I'm going up to my
Yeah,
rooms.
I follow.
I gotta study if we're gonna save Fallout.
Wait, we're gonna talk this out real quick.
Yeah,
right?
we could talk. I just gotta study while we.
Hey, are the orphans working hard?
You look around to see if you can spot them, and in the theater, this busy crowd, the lights kind of dim low, you don't really know where they are. You start making your way
Yeah, they're probably safe, right?
around backstage, and you make your way towards your rooms or other respective destinations, wherever it is that you wish to go.
The common room, I think, is where we're.
Where our
already,
table
right?
is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you ascend the flight of stairs in the
Second
very
floor.
back of the theater and make your way up to the common room, the upper lodgings of this theater house.
Mm-hmm.
Back there, you get to the common room. You see that the fire has kind of dimmed down to mere embers and coals, but the place is still common. It's still very welcoming and homely.
I walk over to the fire and grab the poker and start stoking it.
Right.
Toss
You
a
do
log
that?
on. Well, gentlemen, that was an education. Do we think we even? How are we gonna do this? There's so many guards. I've never seen so many guards in just in that one place. But I've got a few ideas.
Well, we're limited on time, or we're gonna end up with 40 guards on us.
What was that? What did I hear you say Sunday about the one of the captains is much more relaxed in his duties than the.
When I was up there, the crew that was on that shift seemed more relaxed, and they were joking around sarcastically about the next captain that comes on ran a little tighter crew. So maybe we need to strike while they're a little bit more relaxed, not so on guard.
That's right. We should definitely avoid the late night captain.
Mm-hmm.
So we can. How long did it take the call? Do you remember? Did it take the guards to make it around, all the way around the compound?
Somewhere around 5 minutes.
That's
5 minutes before we seen the next set.
Is that right? Because like I remember there being like a lot of sets out there, right?
no.
There's
It
only
was
two.
just the ones.
Walking in formation like this.
Oh. Just one
1, 2, and 2.
one group, but not two groups
Right,
separated.
just
Okay,
one
okay. I thought
group
there
of
was two.
5.
Takes about 5 minutes for them to walk around.
Even better.
So here's what I.
But that was one shift. We don't know how the other shifts work.
Right. Right.
That was the relaxed shift.
Right. Well, I think we come back the same time, a little about 7:30 at night, just before the.
Might be different from day to day.
It could, well, if it is, then I mean, the stricter captain is already there.
Mm-hmm.
We don't want to do it during the day.
So if there's 3 of them and they work in shifts,
Mm-hmm.
every half day or whatever, however they do the shifts, probably 8 hours.
Yeah, there's sometime around 6, 7
And one
a.m.
leaves and one shows up. One leaves and one shows
Mhm.
up.
So,
So if we knew the bad one just arrived now, then we can calculate it out maybe.
Yep.
well, yeah, it's, most guards change shift every 8 hours or so. So if they show up around 10, they'll
Well,
be
we've seen
gone
the
around
one
6 or 7
change,
in the morning. And I say we strike tomorrow night.
Me too.
Tomorrow night around 7:30, 8 o'clock, just before the changing of the guard, supposing it and nothing has changed.
I say we get out there just as night hits.
You guys want to hit it before the change into the guard? Okay. So, say we do that. How are we gonna hit this? We're gonna go quiet. We're gonna start taking groups out as we go.
No killing, no combat. I mean, that's like last resort. Plan C. I mean, I say we move fast, quick. Give Cole and Sunday each a grappling hook. They run over to the point of entry. Throw the grappling hooks over. Pull, lift you and I up, and we're in.
Mm-hmm.
What about the tower guards?
Hold on, let me see that.
Don't let them close your eyes.
Sorry. That's why I needed
The pen.
that marker. For anybody watching, I create a fog of war by mixing up a paint mixture of both paint and dish soap. You paint it on, and it can be scratched off like a lottery ticket. However, I only had time for the paint to dry on one side.
Saw everything.
I saw it all. Saw nothing.
Saw everything.
You know what? And that
You know what? Fuck it.
fine, you win. Fall is yours. Go home. I'm done.
Yay! And the vault.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get the whole vault. It's all cheese.
All right. I got
It's gone sour.
cheese only gets better with the age.
Not all cheese.
Oh, cheese.
No. Like, when your cheese gets all watery and it's like,
That's when it's at its best.
oh,
That government cheese,
All
man.
right.
the government cheese.
That just turns into cooking oil.
All right, here we
Goddamn
go.
Proki cheese. Here we go.
Yep.
It's always orange.
Stay there. That covers that pretty nicely.
Yeah. Cool. Okay, so what I'm worried about are the two tower guards right here. If they can see us climbing over the wall, then they're gonna yell after everybody.
That's a you know, Finn Lumet, that's a good point. It's a risk, but I think if we can get over quick enough, we can get right into the tree.
There weren't any spotlights or nothing, right?
I didn't see any light spells or anything. Here's what I think. Once we get inside the compound, I turn Plenty invisible. She sneaks in she gets inside the house, takes a quick peek around. We wait, hide maybe out there, give her 4 minutes.
Looks like we're giants.
I'll tell you right now, it's real risky, man. Because if Sunday gets caught, she's done for. And Sunday can't tell if there's any magical, like detection spells of some sort inside of each room. She can't do Arcana.
We need to get over the wall quick, stay together, get inside as fast as we can.
Okay,
If we're gonna go in,
tight.
we have to do it together.
Do we agree on how we're gonna get in the wall?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay.
We're hopping over.
We're gonna hop that wall. Nothing's gonna stop us. Even though it's concrete,
now.
20 feet tall.
So the best place would be
Just
behind
climb
this rock, tree, whatever this is. The furthest spot away from the two towers.
Oh, those are just dead Yetis.
Yes, the dead Yetis.
Dead Yeti.
I agree, Cole. Up and over. And then what once we're in?
I think we all have to
Turn
move
back,
together
then.
inside of that house.
I do too.
We gotta check to see if there's Arcana in each door we open. Sunday, can you even open them?
Probably.
Probably.
I
I
cannot. If there's
Do you have lockpicks?
Do you need them?
Well, they'd help, right?
I mean, do you need lockpicks? I'm asking that as like.
No, I have some.
who's on first?
Kill me.
Alright. So we have no idea. And we don't want to use your familiar at all during like a guard shift to see if that would be a good way to see the inside and Fala. Because we're going in blind. We can't just go room to room through this whole house. Otherwise, we're going to alert everybody.
I can use the flesh magic, bring forth a true spider. Although I prefer, I don't like using magic that way.
Flesh magic?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Is that what they're calling it nowadays?
That's what that's what they
Flesh
call
magic.
it in Vinland. If you had studied a little harder there, a little bit, instead of leaning on your fancy words and
Lore, you know, that
Twisted
thing you have to
tongue.
study to learn. Yeah.
Anyway, I can
Actually,
bring a
that spider's
spider.
a good idea.
Yeah, I mean we gotta. I mean we could try to find a crack or a window or something for it to climb in. Otherwise, you know,
I was going to climb into a crack.
through a little crack is a tiny spider.
It's winter.
You never know.
Alright. I believe in you. Okay, so what if we use the spider first to go and look for Fala before we do entry? Does that sound cooler?
He's got range.
Yeah, about 100 feet.
That's not enough.
Once we're inside the wall, it is.
Okay.
Once we're inside,
Yeah,
it's enough.
we breach the compound.
We need to be inside of a safe room somewhere.
Yeah, that's a good
and
point.
Then, and then scout.
Alright, so we need to find a safe location inside the building first, then we scout with the spider.
Okay then. So
Yeah.
That's a 50-50 shot right there when we open that door.
So what about making Sunday invisible? She can at least scout around the house.
Yeah, but the problem is she walks into some sort of like
All
maybe
the
there's
doors
a
and
dispel
windows are gonna be
magic
closed
door
'cause it's
and she
cold.
walks through it and then it's just like, hey, I just went from invisible to visible with all these people in this room.
When we run the same risk with my familiar. It's no different.
I would rather it be your familiar than Sunday, honestly. I mean,
Sunday, are you willing to how far will you go?
If I need to be invisible, that's fine. I'll go all the way, baby.
Humans. Just they don't act the same, do they, Finn?
Excuse me.
all right.
Does somebody have a better?
So-
who has a better plan?
I
Get
just
over
don't want
the
to make you run
wall.
out of spells either.
You have a familiar spider. I'm invisible. Does opening the door break the invisibility?
No.
Okay.
Attacking
Just
somebody.
attacking. Okay.
Wait. When we leave, can we set the place on fire and then jump off the roof?
I'm cool with burning the place down. It doesn't.
I mean, if we get
Yes.
caught, can we go to the rooftop, right, and then jump off of it over the gate? I can cast Featherfall, and we can just glide across.
I don't think it's.
Don't
gonna,
know.
I feel like it won't work like that. But I mean,
Yeah,
if we
well,
wanna,
we just gotta get to this side.
2-story mansion.
Yeah,
20-foot walls.
Oh,
You
Same
can
height.
dash.
Finn,
In
Same
the
height.
air?
You can.
like Luigi. Just like, oh.
Okay. Say
Say
maybe the roof
Roadrunner,
is
man.
maybe the roof is steep, and we can just use it like a ski jump.
No. I've seen a lot
we
of
should be
jackass
skiing
shows.
out of this place, actually. Now that I think about
yeah.
it.
So
Bone
on our
style.
escape, when we climb back over the wall, I guess, can we get like horses or something to be waiting for us?
Okay, so I was actually thinking, do you have any of those gross and some like poisonous cookies? We could feed the
What has Harlan been telling you?
So that they can't follow us.
You want to poison the horses instead of the guards?
How are you gonna get the if you can get the guards to eat your cookies, then do it.
All right. How are we gonna get the gold, your treasure that we think is
Good.
in
That's a
there?
good question. Well, if it's I can't cast dispel magic. I don't have it. It's not gonna work so we need some acid.
Okay, I was thinking psilocybin, but that's close.
Yeah,
I think we're
Granny
on two
Kimber
different
told you
things
not
here.
to eat the mushrooms.
Granny Kimber has not been around for years. It was probably Tara, but yeah.
All kind
Anyway.
of acid, dude.
Okay, so we need items besides
Yep. We need 2 grappling hooks.
Mhm.
I would like some acid if we could get our hands on it.
Not that kind of acid.
Okay.
Not that
Yeah.
kind of, no, like a alchemical acid.
Okay. All right. I was thinking we barter with Gotha for a bag of holding.
Okay. What do you got? Can you handle that?
Not like barter. I meant like, hey, can we borrow your bag of holding and we'll give you a percentage of what we get?
I feel like what can we trade her in info? She likes info. We can just think of something.
No. If we don't come back, just sign off the theater to her.
Yeah, that'll work.
And the parental.
She gives us the bag.
of the
If we don't
orphans.
come back, she gets the theater.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
And the orphans.
Well, she probably have
If we do come back, we pay her for the bag.
Okay.
She'll
Still
probably
give
have
her the
grappling
orphans.
hooks too,
Yeah.
and the rest of what we need.
Maybe even scrolls.
Maybe even scrolls. Maybe even acid. Do you think she? What if she has? I hope she does have some.
All right.
I don't
How
know
much
what
do we
acid
have
is.
left in funds?
And funds.
413.
Do you guys want to just spend it all on healing potions and just try to like get all the stuff that we can from Gotha and then give her a percentage of what we get back? And if we mess up, she can just have the theater.
If you and Cole think that's wise, I suppose. But before we pull the trigger on that, let's go talk to Gotha.
Here's the thing, though. In a situation like this, with so much gold at stake, the less
Yeah.
people who know that we have it, the better. Because if we live through this, we'll make a lot of enemies. We don't want people to know we have this gold.
Yeah. Are we gonna stay here? if we
Which
get
brings
this?
me to my next point. We need to find a place to lay low outside of the city for a few. We can't just come running back to the theater after we.
We're just gonna leave all these people here that are dependent on us.
What if we tell them we're going on a trip?
What if they get attacked while we're gone?
We can't control everything all the time.
Then
If we survive this and if we make enough for loot, we can just get us some hired mercenaries.
How much time do you think we can spend inside the city before we have to leave? Like an hour,
And hang
2?
out?
That's not that long to pick up a bunch of people that we care about and run.
Wait,
Wait,
why are we running
What are you talking about?
if we're still alive?
If we're still alive, they're gonna come after us. They're already coming after us. They're gonna go after people that we care about.
Waterdeep's my home, Finn.
Well,
I'm
we
not
can worry
leaving
about
it.
that if we make it out alive. Right now, we gotta get.
Right.
we
We're
gotta
hoping
get in there.
to not leave witnesses, right?
Yeah, we're hoping to sneak.
So we're
in,
gonna
sneak
kill
out.
everybody?
No.
No.
Whoever sees us.
No kill, Finn. No killing. We if we kill, we're screwed.
Yeah, we might be able to pick a guy off here or there as long as
Yeah.
they don't let anyone know we're here.
Like we could, maybe get a scroll of silence, and every time we go into a room that we're gonna kill a bunch of people in, we just
Drop
cast silence on them.
Okay.
Silence, you both need to make sound to cast the spells, though. So it makes our party less powerful.
Yeah, that totally makes sense. What if it's really quiet?
What if- okay. So we should probably all get some rest.
So,
Here's the thing.
summary again.
One thing. I think we should bring Gotha in. And just give her an equal cut for a promise of discretion. Just equal cut. She gives us supplies. We give her a cut, a share, just
So
like she was there.
Like a fifth?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I'm cool with that.
It's worth it. She's
Yeah.
equally invested.
Yeah.
Cool. Will Yagra come?
But I don't want to give up the two
One more
guys.
person to cut in. It's not worth the risk.
Alright.
We're not trying to get in fights.
Okay.
She'd be good in a fight.
Yeah.
Alright.
I don't know her that well either. I don't trust her.
Okay.
Alright. So, we breach in using grappling hooks, picks, walks, an invisible Sunday. We'll be able to scout out the inside of the house.
Familiar?
Or a
Yes or
familiar.
no?
Yeah.
We're not up yet.
Familiar.
In fact, I think you could just carry the spider while you were invisible. It'd be really cool. Flying spider.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That way you can both see what's going on.
You can handle that, right? Like touching spiders.
I guess I'm gonna have to this
Was that a girl joke?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't
He
like
does
spiders.
short jokes all the time.
All
And, like, I hit her with a spider, and she just keeps calling me quick folk all the time. Wow.
Yeah, what does that even? I don't know
Wow.
what that means.
All right, focus.
We don't even use those around here.
Yeah.
All right. What time is it?
It was getting later in the evening. It's about 2 before midnight.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Yaga stays open late though, right? We were there at night last time.
Gotha?
Gotha.
Yes, I said
Gotha.
Yaga. I went to Gotha.
God,
Was
you're
late.
so racist. Just all orcs look the same to you.
You're lucky you're so handsome.
I was.
I don't remember if Gotha's open. I can't recall. Should we? Did you want to go check?
Yeah, I think she's open.
I'd just rather talk to her now before she's busy
Yeah.
with business.
Okay. Do we all need to go?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's all go.
Okay.
Let's see if we can get the take from tonight on our way.
Good call.
Theater
Yeah.
closed.
This act was still going when we got here.
Did we ever get some? Did the
No. No.
Where's Harlan? He never brought us any food this whole time.
As that is happening.
Busy.
I've
That
been
exact
listening.
moment,
Oh, God.
the sound of footsteps can be heard coming up the theater stairwell.
Okay.
And
Little footsteps.
eventually, they're like, and like, oh, crap. You hear somebody trip, crash into the side wall, and it's like, oh. Makes his way back up to the stairs, and coming around the corner, his head bobbing up and a smile on his face is Harlan, the halfling chef apprentice, and he's like, I got everything for tonight. Tonight we're gonna have it's a squash stew. Everyone was the main course for anybody who was eating at the front, and Master Finn, I apologize. I am really, really sorry, but I went through your cookbook and I made your cookies. Here you go. And he puts the tray down and he turns and he, like, stiff, just walks away.
Oh, no. I go to look at that book real quick to see if I know. Fuck it. I'll try one.
You couldn't resist.
You only have one cookie recipe?
Public.
No, it could be a bad cookie.
They're bad cookies.
Yeah.
The taste
You
on
made
your
bad
mouth,
cookies, Finn?
you lucked out. It is a good cookie.
Oh, okay.
That is one good cookie.
It's like Russian roulette with this kid.
You should have had Harlan taste it.
I mean, Furbog roulette?
What's
Same
the
concept,
what's the
right?
book's name that runs that takes the
I mean-
the take?
I mean,
A stage manager.
Stage manager. I've got his name.
serving me up some soup.
Yeah, I'm going to eat with Sunday and Cole.
Is there bread? Better
Yes.
be bread.
There is a rye bread.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
I'll since we're
Bread stinks.
eating real quick, I'll go
Bread
drop
stinks.
the papers for Gotha if in the event that we are unable to return and pay her, she can take over the theater, and I will draw those up while I eat.
You draw up some deeds, you eat your meals, the show goes on, it gets a lot closer to closing time, second show is over, and a sound of more footsteps can be heard coming upstairs, and up comes Alembics Crasterly, your grumbly stage manager. My lords, I have gone over the books, and your actors have been paid, the musicians have received their funds, and I'm closing up shop. I brought your take up, coffers and paperwork. Looks like we brought in 80 gold. 80 gold is tonight's take.
Excellent, thank you.
Well done, well done. Come in and have some of our fine soup.
No,
Let's see,
thank
take a break.
No,
For your fine hard work you're doing for us.
Squash doesn't sit well with me, milady.
Some cookies. Take some cookies with you. Oh,
I suppose one won't hurt. He grabs the
you're
cookies
doing a fine job, thank you.
into a pocket.
I can detect poison, okay?
As can I, sir. I do dabble a bit into magic, although mostly illusion, as is needed by a stagehand needing to put a spotlight on someone.
Nice.
I thank you all, my lords and my lady. It's been a pleasure so far serving all of you, and though we are only in our first 10 day of business, we have really turned this place around. Fantastic.
It's all because of you.
Oh, well,
honestly, it is all because of you guys.
Yeah.
I am a dabbler and no master, but
The Wester really
You're
keeps
doing
helping
a
out.
fine job. Keep up the good work.
excellent. I bid thee all good night,
Lock the
and thank
door
you.
when you leave.
Of course. I never forget.
Good night.
He makes his way out, and down the stairs he goes. The theater house is for the most part quiet. You have your coffer of 80 gold. You collect any belongings that you feel that you might need, and you make your way out towards Gotha's establishment.
Mm-hmm.
Exiting your theater into the cold, brisk night. Indeed, as you had feared, it does seem a storm is coming on. The winds have picked up a whole lot more. Though the weather is a bit up with the humidity, it is still no less freezing. Instead of a thick downfall, though, you are instead cascaded by, well, not cascaded, but you are still beginning to feel the first drops of what feels like a freezing rain coming in. Something?
Yeah, real quick. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Guys, can we use the theater as a, last, ace card? Don't bring that up first.
Yeah, no, that's a last resort thing.
Yeah, don't just right off the bat, hey, we'll just give you this, for that. Alright, anyway.
You do the talking thing.
Thank you. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, you progress through. Down the alley, not too far away is Gotha's establishment. Far and away, pawned goods. You get to the door, you see that all of the lights are off. It doesn't appear as if she is open, but you go ahead and give the door a knock anyways. Not a whole lot. You wait comfortably, but impatiently, and after a good 15 seconds or so, you give it another good firm knock at the door. Eventually, you do see a flicker of light through one of the windows, and then a brighter light comes on. A rumbling at the door as a latch slides, and then the door creaks open, but caught by a chain. It opens up. The wizened, older, but still chainmail clad, even at this hour, Gotha opens the door. She peers out.
I keep my hands very visible. Gotha, I have a proposition for you, but I can't speak out here.
Door closes. Latch. You hear the chain fall. Door opens up the rest of the way. It just quiet and silent on well-oiled hinges. And you step into somewhat musky, far and away goods. Gotha walks over to the counter, gets behind it, lights up a little bit of a lantern, and then goes back to her typical pose that she has always seen in. Elbow on the counter, leaning in. You mock. You don't mock.
I don't mock.
You mimic.
I'm trying to like sharks,
Yeah, you mimic it and confront Gotha, and she gives you a little bit of a lazy-eyed
Lots
stare.
of intense eye contact here.
Intense from Finn, more like lazy eye contact from her.
Right.
Like the whole time this is happening, Grim's looking down at what Finn's leaning on, and it's precariously
Gotha, we're about to do a real hard job, and we need your help. And the only reason why I'm here is because you're the only one who can help us. We need a bag of holding, a grappling hook, some caltraps,
two grappling hooks.
2 grappling hooks, rope. We're gonna perform a heist of a lifetime, and we're trying to cut you in.
Now that is some interesting information. I was beginning to think I didn't like you. What's your mark?
That happens from time to time.
I think it's probably better if you don't know, right? Because you're getting a cut of this if we pass.
You want my help?
No, I'll tell you right now. Ustral Fox.
It's just Erstal Fox. Anyway, go on, Finn. I'm sorry.
We're going to find
One of the lieutenants of the Zentarum?
Yeah.
He's a traitor.
He doesn't own any property in Waterdeep.
No, he did. That's true. The Growhide.
Outside he does.
The Growlhuns?
Growlhuns.
Yeah. Apparently, it's where there's a large vault hidden there. It's supposed to be full of tons of different types of treasure.
And our friend.
I had heard something about this. A rumor about a mage. Big trouble. You think there's a mage's vault there?
That's well, we hope there is. Yeah, that's the intel.
Yeah. I picked up a little bit about that. Had another customer come in a little bit ago. Big guy. Bigger than you. Half-orc. Ziraj the Hunter.
Ziraj.
Real specimen of a male. 7 foot. Has a longbow. Incredible. That bow, no normal man would pull that back. Big muscly arms.
I get it, Gotha.
Anyways, Ziraj didn't say much. Quiet, but I did get a little bit from him. That civil war going on with the Zentarum. How'd you find all this out?
The first thing is can you help us?
I can. I'm willing to part with goods. I'll even cut you in a deal. 25% off, if you can tell me something I like to hear.
Alright, I'll tell you where we found out this. The Zents that you know of, right? The ones that Ustral's part of, their part tried to wipe us off. Tried to wipe us.
Manchun he's returned.
Yeah. Manchun is that side. The other side is known as the Doom Patrol. Or Doom Rangers.
The Doom Raiders.
Raiders.
I like Doom Patrol better.
The Doom Patrol.
Gotha lets a partial smile slip, revealing a few aged yellow teeth. Alright. Manchun, now that's interesting. That's good information.
Who is he, by the way? I don't really know.
Oh, he's got a history. A long history. He's old. But, so, you know, those mages, funny thing about them, they don't always look their age. Manchun founded the Zentarum. Or at least the first one did. Legends go that some weird magical mishap happened, and that there were no less than maybe 24 at a time. And they spread far and wide. Nobody knows how many of these Manchuns there are now, but...
So there's more than one Manchun?
Yeah, well, one is more than enough. Nobody knows how many there are. Everybody thought they were destroyed, so there can't be many left.
For a mage of his power, it's no trouble, no task at all to clone what to be more than one place at one time.
Oh, indeed. I've run afoul a few mages in my life. That's why I retired. Alright. What else you got? Heist?
Yeah.
Attacking a Manchun's vault?
Yeah, apparently.
I like it. You got gumption. Ambition.
Do you, Gotha, do you have anything
They have
that
our
help
friend.
us penetrate the vault?
I have no idea what's down there.
Well, neither do I. Worst case scenario, do you have any sort of alchemical substances?
Well, there is that apothecary down the street.
Yeah, they're closed.
Well,
We'll have to
Maybe
go
not.
in the morning. perhaps.
Yeah, she probably is. You know, it's interesting. Rosie Filter, she's an interesting one. That elf Telandriel. You know, I gotta ask, what's my take in this?
Straight cut, 1/5, just like with the rest of us.
You know, Rosethorn, some of the shops have been on hard times lately. Might I suggest you make a few other cuts? Wizard's Vault's bound to have a lot of coin in it.
You mean with other people, other shop merchants here?
Well,
You think they'd be trustworthy enough? We only went to you because...
Mateus and Nowhere, the tiefling leatherworkers, they're they're tieflings, so they're not treated well. That elf Telendriel, she does all right, but questionable means. As for
This could be our way of laundering the money.
Are you suggest?
I know that the scribbling scribe, she does discount spells and scrolls. Maybe you could use some supplies.
Dude, we should just give it back to the community.
Of course, the coin is always nice for me.
No, I mean, that's a great idea, Gotha.
It could spread around a lot of coin around here, and no doubt, a couple of extra hands on your heist here. You're going up against a wizard's vault. There's bound to be some sort of magical traps. Having a few spell scrolls or potential potions. I see that working out for you.
That's not a bad idea, Grim. It'd give you a reputation that you want in Waterdeep.
I agree, Gotha.
Long-term allies will certainly help us.
We could spread the money out so we don't have to worry about getting attacked immediately.
If you want to launder the coin, you leave that to me.
Yeah.
Would you speak with them?
What time do you open tomorrow?
Whatever time you want.
We'll be Harlan bakes the bread at 4:30.
Right. I'll talk to them. When we smell bread, we know it's time to come.
Oh
Very
my
good
gosh.
idea.
Just remember, whoever you tell is in serious danger.
Trying to guilt me into bringing Hilda into this? Sweet lass. I don't think she'd understand. But those spell scrolls.
Yeah, man, those would be dope.
Yeah.
Tell Hilda a lie.
Here's the wind.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
wind.
It's windy outside.
Oh.
No, I'm just saying, you're putting them in danger just by mentioning what's going on. So just remember that.
Well,
It's serious.
Hilda's the only one I'd feel guilty about.
Okay.
But we'll see what she can do. Maybe I'll talk to her privately.
Maybe you don't give her so much information that she has to worry, and then we just give her the cash later.
She hasn't been making any sales lately. In fact, most of the shops here, just so you know, have been a little close to foreclosure. So, you know what you're doing? You're doing a good thing. Plus, that man Shun, no good. I'm sure the Open Lord of Waterdeep might even look past a couple of crimes if you do something to thwart any usurper to the government.
Well, that's a nice piece. Thank you for that information.
Now, I'm not saying going around cutting a few throats. I'm looking at you Sunday. Now, I've picked up a bit of information about all of you
Not
along,
this time. Not
so I
this
feel
time.
like I can trust you. Sunday, your family with that reputation. Too bad nobody knows you've really been giving to charity the entire time, and, well, your charity has been a big front for your coin all along, so... If there's anyone here I feel safe with reputation with, it's the gnome who's been laundering money away from the orphanage.
Are you serious?
I'm literally just laughing and turning around.
Oh, you didn't know? I trade in secrets, remember?
It's just.
Grim, are you serious?
You know, it's just that.
Oh, he's been busy.
Don't judge me, Finn Littleman.
Where are the
It's
kids?
tough to be. Which kids? What do you?
The ones that.
I haven't been. They're fine. We've been feeding them.
Is that why the orphanage is not like? Oh my God! It all makes sense now, Grim.
I think,
Dear Lord,
I think you should all probably solve this on your own time. I'm tired, and well, we've got a big job in mind.
is that why it was closing down?
She gets from behind the counter. She starts
Children.
pushing all of you. It's like, get out, get out. She pushes Sunday out first.
Wait. The items we were talking about.
Write a list. I'll take care of it. Get out. And Sunday,
That's
she
fine,
pushes you out last. And Sunday, actually, you know what? She whispers something in your ear. Come here.
We get a whisper. We get a whisper.
Wait.
All right,
Wait.
guys.
No, I'm sorry. Not Sunday. Grim. It's Grim.
Oh, you were
the whisper
special.
tease.
The whisper tease.
All right, guys. I want oil for the hinges of any of the doors we go into.
That's funny.
See the setup?
Oh yeah, nice man. I
Grappling.
like that. I figured that's what you were doing over there.
That's
That's
nice.
cool. My phone keeps pausing, so I gave up on it. I don't like keep texting on it. I know
2 ropes.
she said hi earlier,
You serious, guys? It's been laundering this whole time from an orphanage?
Dude,
God
not me.
damn.
I'm not
I gave to
surprised.
charity for my clothing line.
I'm not surprised
All
at all.
my proceeds from that go
He's
to
gotta do what he
charity.
knows best.
Let's have a good night.
White cloaks.
White cloaks.
Sure.
Or black.
Huh?
What other cloaks that change colors?
Hot oil colored.
You want a cloak of many colors?
Yeah, that'd work. Can we get 4 of them?
Alright. So, white
We
cloak.
can just be a disco band.
What did she tell you?
White cloaks. Yeah.
Yeah,
White
no,
cloaks.
she was telling you something on her way out.
It's just that well, you know, it's just that it's best that we just we stick to the plan. Yeah. That's probably the best for like just for me too, but for, like for everybody.
You get back to the theater house, back into the warmth. You prepare for the night, set your things aside.
I'm
and you
looking
get
for the
some
kids.
rest. As you look for the
I'm
children,
leaving.
as you look for the children, you go backstage looking to see what had happened. You find a tray of cookie crumbs and 3 brooms just dropped onto the ground. No sign of them.
Oh shit.
What was in those cookies?
Not prestidigitation. I look at the crumbs and I see if they're poisoned.
Start calling their names.
I can
Just
tell.
yell
You
out
take
their
some of
name.
the sugar cookie.
Just call their names.
Oh
Hey,
god,
guys.
they're not brooms. Oh god, they're not brooms.
Wait, you
Brooms? What do you mean brooms?
the cookie turned them into brooms?
Yes.
What kind of cookies you got in your cookbook?
To serve man.
And we should be.
No
Whoa.
idea what that means. You're very cryptic.
You're not. Yeah, we'll just go with that.
All right, everybody,
Never
make
get
a
inside
list.
of a man's cookies list. I mean book.
I swear, Grim, if there's anything with them kids,
The
I'm just
the,
talking.
which the kids? Which kids?
I'm saying that as I'm looking throughout the
No,
house.
you do good work with your charity, Sunday. You shouldn't feel ashamed or guilty at all.
All right,
I'll see you later.
we need to rediscuss the plan now that we have a lot more people.
He's leaving.
We have a lot more resources now. Potential allies.
We could get everybody like to be on our side here, man. We're gonna,
That's not how
So
it
pitchforks,
works, kid.
torches.
Mm-hmm.
no, I don't mean like that. I mean
There's only 20 of them.
it's 25.
Man.
No. You want to bring all those people into this?
No, it's just kidding.
It's only
Okay. Like,
4
shouldn't this be
people.
a short infiltration?
Yeah.
an investment.
That's what I got for this so far. I hope it's not too outrageous.
All right, now that we're gonna,
Figured if we go big, go big.
if we're splitting the money this many ways, maybe we can use Yagra and just leave her outside.
Guys, if we make it out of this, I won't take a cut.
We could have her waiting with a chariot somewhere.
A ride out?
Yeah.
Maybe not Yagura. Maybe somebody she knows. She seems kind of old.
Well, let's see if I.
Yagura's not old. You're talking about
Gotha.
Gotha.
If
Now I'm the racist.
Well, we all look the same.
Kinda. If we can
Not
get
me.
Hilda to get us something, I'd like at least one scroll to spell magic if she could give it to us.
That would be supreme.
So that would be the one thing I would ask her for, because if
You're not gonna be able to study it, Grim.
no, I'll have to just use it. But if there's a mage's vault, we're
Well,
gonna need
if
it.
we make the meeting in the morning and we're not attacking till nighttime, how long does it take
Mm-hmm.
for you to write a scroll in your book?
Will she give you that spell book, maybe?
Well, it depends on what level it is, but a few hours.
Dude, it was a $300 spell book. She
can
can just
remember it.
give you that, right?
The whole spell book.
We have that much cash right now, right? Couldn't we just buy it off of her?
I
Yeah.
mean, yeah.
So that she doesn't have to even worry about like being part of this. We could still pay her afterwards, right? She can get my cut if this is.
Sounds like Gotha was gonna bring her in regardless.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, if
Well,
you had
then
that book, would
let's-
that help you right there?
Yeah, if I could get that whole book, that would be great.
This is like super overpowered to get in here. Feeling like this is gonna be a lot more dangerous once we get inside than we were really figuring.
Listen, do we want to mess with the second compound inside the city walls at all?
Grim, did you learn something we don't know about?
Well, it's my owl seen the procession of guards came from a second compound.
What if we,
Okay, we wake up early in the morning. We do that after we go and talk to the group, which is gonna be at 4 a.m., right? And then we have the rest of the day to stalk these fools. Right.
I mean, if we could get some uniforms, man, that would be.
We're too short.
are they even wearing uniforms?
If I remember right, they had.
Matching uniforms?
Yes, they do.
They had
Black
Seriously,
leather
yeah.
with insignias and some of the stylizations of House Growlhund.
Yeah.
That has a symbol being a half-faced man and half-face of a devil, red hair.
So we could get you and Sunday a uniform at least.
You guys are gonna sneak in.
You want me to wear clothes?
For once in your goddamn life, Cole.
Just cover it up, God.
That's funny. No.
Can he?
I pull out my little measuring tape.
No. Maybe wear
We can make this happen, Cole. We'll look
cloak.
good.
A cloak?
Yeah. Okay. All right. That's a compromise. You could wear a cloak.
Don't they have a specific uniform though? How are we gonna get these two into that group?
You talk to him, man. I tried.
No, I'm trying to think out loud here. How are you gonna get these two into that group? They are
We
not
can't walk among them. It's
infiltrators.
too dangerous.
No, we don't. They're
No.
not in the group. But I mean, out of sight, out of mind. I mean, if Sunday's wearing a uniform, at least that might spare her a glance.
Okay, instead of stealing the uniform, can't we ask them to make it for us?
That's a lot. I mean, we could talk to the tieflings.
Yeah. So I'm asking, can we just get them to make it for us?
They might have been the ones that made it in the beginning.
Yeah.
They might still have one around.
Okay, so
That's a good place to start.
Possibly.
let's
Good
get some
place to
sleep.
start.
Alright.
But the other compound.
Yeah.
What could we do that would help us? Because anything that we do to them will just alert the other group.
We can figure out like what they're doing during the day.
Well, we
To
could
what
fi-
end?
we could find a way to cause trouble there to prevent the changing of the guard.
Alright.
Oh, so they're even tireder the more they have to wait?
Yeah.
How do we stop them?
City right.
We could
All right.
summon the guard. We could lie, report a false crime. We could start a fire nearby.
I'm not starting fires. I saw that
I
list.
don't want to start a fire either. Yeah, that sounds arson is.
No, but framing them is a great idea.
Start something
What-
about how they're behind.
Yagura.
the economical downfall.
Maybe
of the
she
war.
could. Maybe Yagra would go to the other compound at the just before the time, pick a fight or something.
Do we know where to get a body?
Do we know where to get a body Sunday?
Just smile. We can probably figure that out.
Because if we have a body, then
Are
we
you
could drop it on
particular
their
in the body?
doorstep, call the guards, and they'll be indisposed for a while.
You're gonna try to get a body through the city? That didn't work out last time with that mage.
I don't know, Sunday. Worked out pretty good.
Oh yeah, well that was the other time. I just meant.
Can we get
I guess we could just find ourselves a bum.
Oh.
No. No. But
No.
I like the. You're going with the plan. That's good. But no
Clean the
random,
streets, man.
no random killing.
Oh, come on. Just once.
But is there any other way that we
All
could
this built-up
frame them?
frustration.
Maybe you hit him with a fucking fireball or something. I don't know.
Do you think Uncle B's body's still there?
No, it's been a couple weeks, hasn't it?
It's been a couple weeks.
So it's still.
We could actually use that as our second hideout if we need to, because I bet you it's cooled down and cleaned up and closed.
That's a good idea, Sunday. How could we? A body?
Maybe?
It's another discussion altogether.
I don't know how to get a body right now, honestly, without,
killing somebody.
doing what I do. Did I say
Okay,
that loud?
what is a different way to distract them? We poison all of them, right? There's a good example. I could go in and feed a
I'm
bunch of
thinking
psilocybin. How
of
about
some
that?
sort of public disturbance at their
If they're
front
all too
door.
high to get to the place, then they can't do it, right? If you want to put an open show and trick them with like Benihana style.
What if we send our actors? We close the theater down for a night. We send our actors to the compound to put on a one night show. It would raise too much suspicion if we sent them to the compound outside the gates, but the one inside the gates, the guards will protect them.
I like where you're going with
Yeah.
this. We tell them, no, we don't do an actual
Yeah, but
show.
they know-
We tell them they have to. We're writing a new script. Write a new script, and it's a new concept, no audience, and they just have to do something to distract and keep the guards from leaving that compound. So you have to write
It's an
Finn.
improv.
You've got the gift. You have to write a
Right now.
write a play or something that it has to be a fight of some kind between everyone that we have on our staff.
You're gonna have a bunch of prissy actors run up and fight guards.
They act strong when they need to. They're great actors.
Okay, you want them to pick a fight with the guards there.
No, fight amongst each other.
So you want to start a riot.
Yeah, amongst each other. Right.
Is that a law?
Distraction.
Like, let me ask right now, Sunday, is that a law? Like, starting a riot? That's against the law, right?
Well, of course.
Yeah, right.
If it's a real riot.
But
Okay, so we're putting on a show to make it look like there's a riot happening outside of their place, right?
Right.
What would make the mercenaries want to go and get involved?
No, they just maybe can't leave.
Okay, well, how long is that supposed to last?
we can't have our actors get hurt.
Yeah, no one's actually.
It's just like maybe
Like,
they
if
can
we
be
poison
clowns.
them,
They can be
they're
clowns.
they're
and not
poison.
Harass
Like, there's,
people.
there's no
clown-wise.
non-poisoning them for like 4 or 5 hours.
Poison?
Yeah,
Poison.
poison.
What about
Poison
poison?
them with food, right? So
How do we get them to eat it?
before they leave.
Here's a free cookie.
Yeah.
Don't worry, it's not poison.
Yeah.
Cookies.
Like you put on an open show. Like if you
Great.
put on an
Frank
open
throws candy.
show outside, I'm sure you'll get a bunch of them and you can poison them all.
If you can come up with a plan,
Oh.
go ahead, man.
All right. Maybe not poison. What is another idea, real quick? We gotta do this fast. We don't have all night to talk about this.
Well, what is it they like? Do they drink?
Yeah, most likely. Like we can give them a bunch of beer, Trojan beer.
What's rare right now? Fresh meat?
Yeah. Meat is a fresh
Delicacy right now.
delicacy right now. What
I
type
don't
of
know
meat
those
would
ideas.
they want? Like we could do barbecue. That would be good, especially
I
in
can
winter.
go get a deer from somewhere outside the walls.
Yeah, venison.
Something along those lines.
But wouldn't it be better if we just bought something here?
Yeah.
Do we have any meat?
Yeah. Yeah. We obviously have meat because putting in our stews,
Yeah.
food, baked goods. All right. So poisoned meat. That doesn't work very well with mushrooms. I don't think that's gonna work. All right. How would we stall them? Another way. We blow up the place. Light everybody on fire. We find a brand new disease and we just throw it inside, and everybody gets diseased. Super smallpox. We gotta keep thinking fire. I don't know why. I just keep
Fire. Fire's good.
How many actors do we have?
At least 10, right?
No, I had it written down.
It's
No,
5.
we have 6.
6.
6.
And 2 backups, of course, but they're never gonna get called.
And one of them is Lady
people.
Maltamere.
Yeah.
Maltamere.
Lestra.
Westra Maltamere. She's famous.
Can we just tell her what she needs to write and let her do the writing?
She's not a writer, remember? We need Craster to do it.
Alembics.
Crasterly. How hard would it be for you to set the place on fire?
I mean, not
With all the
that
guards
hard.
inside?
Some oil, some hay.
Yeah,
Not
that's
hard.
all it'll take is some oil and this whole
Some
place
hay.
is hay. But like, what if we accidentally light the whole Waterdeep on fire?
Yeah, no.
That'd be a real
outside.
dick move.
We're right there.
No, this is the other one's inside the.
Oh, inside.
I'm pretty sure that
That'd be a
we'll
total
get
dick
hung.
move. Yeah,
for that.
yeah, that sounds like a bad idea. Stop suggesting that, Finn.
Yeah, stop suggesting
Yeah,
that.
no fires.
No fires. Oh God. Can we scare them out? That don't work.
We don't want them to come out, Finn.
Scare them away.
Um,
What if we lock the gate doors? Can we do that?
bar them in
Yeah.
to their own place.
Yeah. Can you?
We
Is that
could-
possible?
We could hire kids to just continually get in their way as they're trying to get out of the city.
No.
Just get in front of their chariots or whatever they're using.
That's super suspicious.
How?
Okay. What if are we gonna teach the orphans a scam right here, where it's like, oh, you ran my leg over.
that's a good
How?
One of our
wide was
actors
the
could
gate?
do that, but he would get killed if they found out. Like real bad.
How wide was the gate that they are gonna go out of?
This one?
Yeah.
It's a pretty massive gate.
Pretty massive.
The walls of Waterdeep are pretty high.
Okay.
Much more so than any of the walled estates on the inside. They're meant to hold off siege attacks.
We can ambush them on the road. Can we do that?
No.
Okay. Well, what if we just dig a big old hole, like across the road, and then when they eventually come by, they're gonna run into a giant hole or either go around.
I think that's a great idea.
That could be a delay, at least, while we're going. It won't take me very long to make a big old trench, like maybe 15 minutes while we're running.
Yeah. Okay.
But we need a dirt donkey.
We need a dirt donkey.
I've been called worse.
And shovels. Because we gotta get through the permafrost first, or the dirt won't be soft enough.
Okay. I could I could make it look like a road for a little while still.
Oh, like going the wrong way?
No, just like
That'd be
I could
weird.
make the road. I can make it look like a road over the hole still. I could use my minor illusion.
Oh my god, what if we built a fake version of the complex for like closer, and then when they show up, it's like the wrong complex,
Yeah.
you know, and it's just like, it's all our actors, like pretending to be the guards, and then they leave. It's like, oh guys, sorry, it's time to change the shift, you know.
Is there like a goblin sheriff? It's really unusual.
Yeah.
Right?
Goblin sheriff! Okay. Sorry guys. I'm kind of going off, I'm derailing this, but I don't see any way for us to slow him down so far, guys.
Perhaps you all figure it out. You think to yourselves after a night's rest.
Can we take a, 5?
Yeah, we can take 5.
Yeah.
We will take a short break and allow our players to ponder this over
We'll be back in a minute.
and see what
After
happens.
these
That
messages.
whisper threw me for a loop.
Our players take an extended rest. back.
Maybe more
Oh, hey,
comes a
didn't see
healing.
you there.
Well, hi. Don't mind us, we're just planning a heist.
Dang it.
Mm-hmm.
I put food in my mouth right there. Of course I did.
Perfect.
Welcome back.
There's meat in my
I'm just gonna
mouth.
chipmunk that. Okay. So, our players,
It's the chew.
our characters are
Tonight's
Coming
episode
up
brought
with
to you by
some-
Turkey Turkey.
unusual ideas, but they have taken an extended rest.
Thank gosh.
Rested their heads, cleared their thoughts, woke up to a new day. Harland, the apprentice chef, is up early.
Before that, I wanted to send my brother a letter before the night is over. Sorry, Vin.
It's okay. Sorry. I should have moved out of the way.
Cindy sends a letter to her brother,
Privately.
a Griffin rider of the Griffin Cavalry of the City Guard. And so you all wake up. Harlan is already at work baking bread. And you make your way downstairs. And as you do so, you see that the table isn't set, but around it are a few people. Some of them you recognize, one you don't. You see some of the shop owners from your neighborhood. They include a rather common looking, not significant moon elf who you don't recognize at all. There is two tieflings, one with a white Caucasian skin tone, one in ebony black. They go by the names of Nowhere and Matthias. They are from the shop of Tanned Hide Goods. There is the lovable and curious character Hilda from the Scribbling Scribe. She is going over the books and rearranging books on your bookshelf to be in a order of numerals that only she seems to have in her mind, categorizing everything. And there happens to also be a halfling sitting at the table who you do not recognize, as well as at the head of the table is Gotha, her feet up on the table and leaning back in the chair, balancing on two legs. And she gives a wry smile as you step into the room.
I just look at her feet on the table and say, "Make yourself at home."
Already did.
Sarcastically.
Have a seat, please. There's room for all of us.
Yes, welcome to our house.
Like it.
Yeah, try to
Spacious.
Finn's cookies lit.
No, I don't do sweets.
Now,
Does he?
we've all gathered here today for this. I'm going to cut down to the business right here. Gotha's probably told you that we've got a plan. Gotha, what exactly did you tell these people so far?
Well, I spoke to a few little birds. This is a bit more than a heist, isn't it?
It's for our community.
Oh, it's for more than just the people in your community. You're missing somebody.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's for our friend.
It's a rescue.
Now, why'd you leave out that little bit of information?
I wanted to know what everybody knows here first and what they're getting into.
That sounds like a big steaming load of manure, but business is business.
I didn't get to that part yet, okay?
Moving forward, don't keep things from me. Anyways, some of the people here I'm sure you have met, some might not be recognizable to you, but everyone here actually has a hand in something, and everyone here actually is well aware of who Fala is. Fala may have been a squatter and kept to themselves, however, Fala was not unknown to any of us. And we're in not just for the coin.
Well, I
Cool.
wanted to explain
That's good
how
to know.
dangerous it was, and then I was gonna ask if
Oh,
anybody
God.
was in or out, and then
None
it
of
was gonna
us
be, like,
are.
super tense for a few seconds.
None
and
of
then-
us are going into that compound.
No, I just meant in general. Like,
Right.
I was gonna be like, this is the only time you have to back out. Anybody who doesn't want to be here anymore. But that's all under the table now. Anyway, you guys, we're looking at a huge heist here. Basically, it's very dangerous. The four of us will go in and infiltrate this place. Guys, where's Yagra?
Did you forget to invite Yagra, Cole?
We didn't say she was in.
Okay, so she's just still sitting in her basement. Cool. Anyway.
Oh, she's still in our house?
Yeah, she's been sitting in the basement this whole time. I don't think we fed her at all, guys. Anyway,
Girl.
I digress. We're about to go on a heist, and we're gonna steal Manchun's treasure.
Hilda, the human, perks up with a bit of concern. I really don't think. I don't think that we should be stealing anything.
Well, it doesn't belong to him anymore. Manchun's dead.
Oh,
That's finders keepers.
I don't know that rule, but okay.
It's in the bylaws.
Okay.
Anyway, if we're lucky, we're gonna be able to make it out. But the main point of this is to find Fala, because they needed her to break the code on the Stone of Plenty, this object they were looking for earlier.
Nobody's touching my stuff.
The stone of galore.
Stone of Galore.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Sorry,
What do we know of the stones? First I've heard of it.
Yeah.
it's a cipher.
It could hold the key to opening a treasure. It was sought after by the Black Network.
Okay. Continue.
I believe that's the reason why they have Fala. They need her to break into the vault somehow.
Yeah, I agree.
We're going into this blind. We have no idea what's on the inside of the compound. We just know when I sketch out really quick like what the compound looks like and where it is on our map of Waterdeep that we have posted on the table, which is right here. And I say to him,
A halfling that you don't recognize actually perks up from across the table. He's kind of got dirty hair and an old suit that looks like it's been left in the dust. But he perks up, his ears kind of stick out, and he's like, actually, I thought that you might find it interesting. You see, Gotha had asked me to come. I'm sorry, you don't know me.
yeah, I didn't do that very well.
I'm Fartham. I am the musician of Passing Notes.
Gosh.
I some musical instruments. I understand that none of you have come to my shop. I'm sorry, I don't know any of you. Fartham, by the way. A pleasure.
Oh.
Right back at you. Right. Well, I've been inside the compound.
You have?
Oh, yes.
Well,
hi.
that's fancy.
I'm
It's great.
Sunday.
It's a
Hi.
I
pleasure.
put my arm around him.
Oh, friendly.
Okay, that's new information. What?
Well, I guess
Please tell.
I've only been on the first floor of it, but it was a rather nice establishment. You see, I was escorting with Lord Orund Grauhund, and you see, well, he had a thing coming up for his estate, and we were discussing music, and
I start playing with his ear. While he's talking. Continue.
I don't know if I can. Stop, please. Well, we were discussing music and instrument rentals, and we talked to business on his estate, his outer estate, and well, I can tell you a little bit about it.
Could you draw it?
What can you tell us about it?
Well, it is a two-story. Through the front door, and there are two doors, a front door and a back door. The front door leads to a.
Oh, slower.
You can actually, if you would like, go ahead and
Could you
scratch
draw
off.
it? Out?
Go ahead and just flip that sheet around on there, and he draws you a tiny crude map. There you go. Take that off. And he tells you, well, there are a few rooms. I was able to see a few of these things. You see, He wished for a very specific instrument to be constructed, and was curious. So we talked it over, and I had it delivered, and we installed it into a room. And you see, sometimes Orund Growlhund uses his secondary estate when he is discussing business, and so he will sometimes host a party, and he will have all of his mercenaries and all of the arms that he deals in on display.
Oh.
And so not only is the estate functional for training his mercenary, but it is also a place to house business negotiations.
You what kind of instrument?
Oh, it's a fascinating instrument. It is called a harpsichord.
Now,
As well as he also ordered 2 or 3 instruments called hurdy-gurdy.
Oh gosh.
Hurdy-gurdy.
Oh, yes, a curious instrument. They're all fascinating. Quite the invention of modern technology put into musical form. So
Now,
it's just, he doesn't know, it's just...
Sorry to interrupt you.
What?
When was the last
What?
time they had one of these parties?
Parties?
Yeah.
Oh, right, I'm sorry, back on topic. I
enchanting, fascinating, good song.
oh, yes, yes.
What else you got, kiddo?
Okay, so when was
I'm sorry.
When was the last time they had one of these parties?
Parties?
Yeah, for the mercenaries.
Oh, yes, certainly. My apologies.
If he hums,
Well, they're not very common, you see. I believe that, well, you know, it's whenever Lord Orund has business deals, it's... I suppose you'd have to go through his ledgers to find out.
Yeah. Who is Lord Orund?
Lord Orund Growlhund. I mean, he was the noble man who ordered the harpsichord.
We're only just
I told you I got you taken care of. Gotha chimes in.
That song, what song is that you're singing? Does it have a name?
The song? Oh, the one with the hurdy-gurdy. Oh, yeah.
hurdy-gurdy.
really good.
It might be relevant. It could be relevant. I was
Are
just
you like?
sorry.
Do we mess with you?
No, it's that's not my. It could be a secret. It could be the
touch?
Broken record. Come on.
okay.
And then you drop it.
Thank you.
You got it right at the end there. You just drop
You really
drop that bass line and it...
It dropped.
Here comes the bass drop.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so good. Like, you really have an ear for
Here come the bass drop. Okay.
for music.
Music.
Next.
Fartham, thank you.
Yes.
Okay, so
What else can you?
does anybody else have any
Information
other
can you give us?
information about this place?
Just the first floor, huh? That's good.
No,
That's very good.
That's really good.
Well,
Very good.
I brought him on for that. I think he's worth that information.
Thank you.
And that's why I think he's worth a cut in this.
Yeah, no. Obviously, everybody who's here is gonna be part of this cut. What do we
Trying
know
not
about
to
this
break a
lore,
candle
by
right
the
now.
way? Like,
Orund Growlhund deals in mercenaries and arms trading.
yeah.
Mercenaries are trained on this compound and they provide a service of menial tasks.
Now, where did now Fartham? Where did you deliver the harpsichord to? Did you put it in a room?
Oh, no, it was delivered and I oversaw the delivery, although the mercenaries had brought it into a room. It was supposed to be specially installed. I did not oversee that.
How would one install a harpsichord? Just simply bolt it to the floor?
Well, you know, it's a curious thing. Normally one would not install a harpsichord, although it was built and had an unusual construction to it. Hollow compartments and such. I'm not entirely too sure. Although you know these lords, they are quite particular on certain things. Hilda chimes in a little bit. She's like, oh, that's that song. That was the midnight passing of the Dusk Lily. By the way, I've got the entire track on hand. It was done by a gnomish composer known as Miss Fritz Minihouse, and it was done about 1464 DDR.
Midnight passing of what?
The midnight passing of the Dusk Lily. I've got tracks on it and musical sheets. I could get them if I just go to my shop real quick. I can bring them all back. And I was like, oh, that would be lovely. We could have all of them play right now. Do you have any instruments on hand? We could have a little bit of a jam out.
Silence, please.
Just this one, and I flip my banjo over.
Oh my god.
Oh no!
Oh no.
That was not the.
Can we have a jig
question.
celebration
Stop.
after we're done with this?
Yeah. Farther.
And not before?
Farther. When you said you made empty compartments, what sizes and where on the harps?
It's difficult to say, but it seemed like it was played musical notes in a specific sequence would work like keys or tumblers on a lock.
I knew it.
Passing of the Dusk Lily.
So there's something on the inside of the. There's a safe inside the harpsichord.
I was not able to actually oversee all of the construction. I merely oversaw.
It's pretty smart. Yeah, right.
I was able to oversee the construction of the musical aspects of it. They had the shell constructed along with certain pieces, and I was merely to fill in the blanks.
Can you play a harpsichord?
I could play any instrument.
My friend Hilda, could you
this guy with us?
if I fetch some parchment and pen for you, could you perhaps write down the music for us?
I could every note.
Fantastic! I'll be right back.
In a simple written.
Finn, you can read.
Yes,
you
right.
read
It's
music.
as simple as possible.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard of a harpsichord before, though.
It's just like a guitar but standing up. Like a.
I must interject.
Like a,
It's more like a piano.
I must interject, Lord Gnome. It is more like a
Piano.
piano of sorts. Yes.
What is this piano you speak of?
The captain had one in his chambers.
You jest, no doubt.
It's like that word also.
He never played.
Ivory keys
Yeah, he did.
on a
Okay.
level area, and you press the keys, and they strike what is more or less like the inside of a large harp, laid flat.
I can play harp, but
fascinating.
Well, if you are proficient at all with keyed instruments,
I thought because of the strings, it was more.
If
akin
you don't
to
know
a
what a
lute
piano
or
is,
lyre.
you don't know
no,
what keys.
no,
I
indeed,
see.
it is the keys
No,
that you
I've-
press.
never.
It is. A hurdy-gurdy has one. I could get a hurdy-gurdy and I could show you. There you
You're
press
gonna-
them.
Okay, you're gonna have to teach me.
How
to play
about an
hurdy-gurdy.
organ? Have you ever played an organ? No.
No, I don't believe so.
Well, it's.
I
do give-
literally. I'm invested in string instruments.
But you're very good at performing.
I could give
Yeah.
you.
I could give me a lesson real
I
quick.
could give you a lesson.
Yep.
Back at my shop.
I could learn that how to play this real quick, if that'll come in handy. The midnight passing of the Dusk Lily.
Well, perhaps you'll get your chance. Finn.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, you know, musical sheets can differ from instrument to instrument.
Oh, that's even worse.
You know, like you would not play a concerto with a trumpet when it is clearly calling for a wind reed instrument.
Okay. Do you have one of these inside your house?
It's one
Like a
piece.
piano?
Yes. Oh, most certainly I could teach you.
Okay.
We shall make a mandate of it.
Okay.
Okay.
Today,
Yeah.
man.
Oh, certainly.
Yeah. All right. I'll
I-
go learn piano, guys.
Have we seen the kids in the house at all?
You have not.
That's really disconcerting.
Hilda, one other thing.
It is.
That book.
I'm good at books.
The spell book, the one that I couldn't afford.
Yeah. Oh, Gotha said that I should bring it by and that we will lay it away.
Like the way we did before.
Yes. I laid it away in your room over there.
Yeah, except for this time.
It's actually in your.
Except for this time it's here.
Upstairs.
Yes, I
This
laid
time
it
you get
there.
to hold on to it.
Thank you.
I have
Upstairs in our library.
I have laid it away over there.
Lease.
Oh, okay.
You're leasing it.
I'm leasing it from you. Thank you.
Okay.
Gotha said you'd pay for it later.
I will.
I will.
Yeah, I will. We'll do that.
Okay,
We'll
okay.
pay for it.
I appreciate it. Thank you, Hilda.
You guys are
And
some
thank you for the
high-maintenance
sheet,
quick
Lisa.
folk.
Oh yeah. Oh, I need that parchment and quill.
Harlan.
All the way baking bread.
Yeah.
Doesn't hear you.
Yeah. I'll
It's
get
like
that
4
for you.
a.m.
Okay. What about Nowhere and Mathos? Do you guys have any information for us about the guards? Did you know anything about their uniforms or?
Interesting thing that you ask. Had the chance, we looked into it. I must confess that Noah and we have not had the pleasure of making that uniform. However, should you be able to acquire one for us, we could have copies made on short notice.
I know what it looks like, right now?
You do, but can you get down every fine detail on it?
Do we need fine details? Are we even gonna try that? Do you guys want to even try that?
Cole won't even wear them.
Yeah, Cole won't even wear clothes like that. Is passing close enough at a glance?
I think, I don't know.
Sunday, do you want the extra cover that the armor might buy you, purchase you, or will you just go in your own
right
letters?
now.
You'll go in your
Fine
own.
with what I have, honestly.
Very well. So, never mind then. Thank you.
I will just take too long.
Okay,
think-
then what about cloaks?
Yeah.
We're gonna go white?
Yeah.
White cloaks until we get in, and then can they be reversible so they're black when we get in?
It's with the insignias on the black side.
Yeah, you remember the insignia at least, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
The devil and a human face, and they're side by side, and one side is devil, one side is human.
With red
I am
hair.
familiar with the insignia.
Yeah, the Grey Hunt. Or, god damn it.
Growl hunt.
The Growl Hunt.
Could you make us some cloaks, our good friends?
We mostly deal in leather goods. To ask for a leather cloak, a bit unusual. I could have something brought up.
What about,
There's no one here
no.
that deals in this.
Clothier.
Yeah.
Hey, can we have component pouches?
Certainly.
That'd be cool.
It's something that we can put together, no problem.
Yeah, like a bandolier.
Now, what if you?
Nowhere on the side is like, probably all going to die.
Yeah. But if we do die, we should at least give them something, right, guys?
Perhaps that could be arranged.
Nobody gives tiefling anything. No, well, be polite. They ask us to come to their home and help them. Though they don't need no uniforms, it's fine. I'll find some other way to support you in your cause. Noble is it to save your good friend.
Gosh,
It seems he is all of our good friend.
We only spoke to Fala once or twice, but we were heartbroken to see him taken from your home that night.
It was awful.
Yeah, that was.
What of you, elf? Half elf? Is it elf or half?
she's a moon elf.
Moon elf.
We met
So-
before, but we didn't get to speak. Right?
You actually don't recognize her at all.
Damn it!
She is a pretty common-looking elf. There's actually nothing really significant about her appearance.
She's not the one from the apothecary?
She does not look like that elf whatsoever.
The elf from the rosy filter doesn't
Right.
seem to be here.
Yeah, it's the rosy filters, huh?
Actually, that would be me.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
I am the apothecary. My name is Telendrio, and I thank you all. I can supply some potions and various other things, and if need be, I might be able to acquire some poisons. Although, supplies are limited, business has been slow, and my stock is on shorthand.
You sell the Fala cells to you, correct?
Indeed, I pick up herbs from Fala from time to time. Fala with an F, that is. The
Fala Prime.
the wood elf.
Yeah.
Prime, yes.
Oh,
Maybe after this is all over, I can introduce you to my mother. She's an herbalist, and maybe you can get some extra during the slower periods.
Halfling, your voice is familiar. Have we met?
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah. Hey, Gotha, remember that other day when there was like a small little like fish person trying to walk into your shop? They tried to buy healing potions? That was totally me.
She kind of sits forward at the table and she leans forward and she's like, he's the one. She's like, oh, I didn't recognize you.
He's the one.
Your appearance is a bit different.
Less fishy.
Yes, indeed. My apologies. You never came back.
Yeah, I had to go to work, you know. Our friend got captured. We immediately went to the complex to see what was going on there.
I must apologize then. Had I known that you were a local, I would not have sold you watered down potions.
Oh,
Good thing we didn't use those yet.
Yeah.
messed up.
Well, business is tight, so I use the glamour on my shop.
Hey, it's okay. You know what? We got them from the source beforehand, so
Let's trade these babies
just
back
mix them
in.
together, right?
Yeah,
That's
wait,
how it
is
works.
this gonna work?
They should, yes.
Yeah,
All of
they
my potions work, although, I mean,
Okay,
well,
so it's like a D4, not
I
a.
must confess something. My confession is I do specialize in selling to a male clientele. As you had seen, I use a glamour upon my shop. Well, as soon as entering, I appear a bit more.
Mm-hmm.
And, well, none of the men of Waterdeep ever confessed to it because their wives would have their hide. And, well, men are stupid and they'll buy anything from a woman with a nice body. And so I magic myself up a little and use a little
Like
bit
a
of
snicker.
oil and tincture to charm here and there.
Hey man, we got grifted by the best.
I just snicker at it.
You've been gone too long from the
Man.
shores of Finland, Finn.
If you give me those potions, dear, I'd be happy to exchange them for a quality product.
Yeah, I hand her the 3 potions that you guys got.
Give her the stink eye.
Yeah.
I'll trade these out
Yeah.
at my earliest convenience.
Do you have any other type of potions that could help?
Oh, indeed, my shop is stocked. I'm a
Watered
bit
down
short on
potions.
rare potions, but I've got common and uncommon, and well, I can put them.
You need acid, right?
I can put them on a tab. Oh, acids. Yes, I have many
Right
different
away.
types of acids and alkalines.
I don't. Do you guys think there's really a chance in poisoning these guys?
I don't know. Are you planning on going in and pretending to be part of them? How are you?
We were thinking about just stealthing in and then going from room to room until we found Fala, but with uniforms it seems like it'd be a lot better, but Cole doesn't want to wear clothes.
Well, and there was no gnome and halfling guards.
Yeah, that's a good point too. Were there gnome and halfling guards in her memory?
In that particular trip, you did not see any gnomes or halflings, but there were other races such as half-elves and half-orc.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think trying to be one of them is gonna be it's not gonna work.
It seems so much more risky if we're just running around out in the open the whole time though.
So did you bring any potions with you, or should we meet you at your shop later? Is that?
I'm sure if you provide a list, I can go through my inventory and take stock.
Okay.
Gotha, is there any way you can get more than 1 bag of holding? I don't know if this is a lot of treasure. We're gonna need a lot of space. Do you have any ideas on how we can carry all this?
I got bags.
Okay. I don't want to screw you over. These are very expensive items. If we all die, you're gonna lose them. I don't
Are
want
you
to screw
suggesting
any
an
of
insurance policy?
them. I don't want to screw any of these people over. And they're going out of their way to stick their neck out for us.
Grim pulls the sealed envelope from out of his backpack and tosses it into the middle of the table.
We got it appraised at least
Are we-
$8 grand.
Are we good?
Yeah. We're good.
Does anybody have anything else? Because before you all go, we're going to I will bind you all to this mission.
I'm in. I think I understand. I'm in.
Grim gets us scrap of paper and rips off a little, passes them out to everybody.
Oh, I'll be happy to. Thank you.
You must write. You
Passes
must
it to the next.
focus your intentions. Write down your good wills and wishes for this mission.
I always found it ironic to be a tiefling signing contracts.
Ha!
Hands it off.
I get it.
Nowhere. Don't. These are our friends. There's no need to be snide.
So after
Alright.
everyone like writes down their good wills and intentions, it says, "Now everyone close your eyes.
Gotha just puts down a big X.
Focus your energies."
I'm gonna sign up for Happy Meal Time here.
The fates are with us, my friends. We will succeed. We will get Fala back, and this this place will no longer fall on hard times.
And if not, I'll sell this place to Ron Quinn Mystere and I'll retire.
It's not just
actually
for
in
you,
the,
it's for all these guys.
if you read the fine
Oh,
print,
yeah.
you cannot sell it to Ron Quinn Mystere. That is the one person you are not allowed to sell it to. It's right there.
God damn,
I'll
he's
sell
the
it
only
to his
person-
alter ego then.
His
I'm
alter
sure-
ego.
I'm sure Zardoz Zord of the Traveling Fair would be interested. The Maiden's Fair.
Or Zonkin. I can't do it backwards.
Alright,
Alright.
I'll get you your things. We'll have it to you tonight.
We need horses. We're gonna get out.
You're on your own there.
All right. Thank you.
I hear that they have a stables on the outside.
Yeah, we were thinking about poisoning their horses, but stealing them seems a lot better.
Oh, why don't you just go talk to their stable hand
Where's he at?
at the stable?
Here or there?
There.
Okay.
He has a permanent residence there. He works for room and board. His name is Mance.
Mance.
Yeah. He has a taste for fine breed.
Bree.
Breeds.
Oh.
Horse.
Bridge.
Okay.
Did you
Now,
say
when you
horse?
say taste,
Mm-hmm.
I gotta go. She gets up, kind of kicks the chair to the side a little, makes her way out. The rest of everybody kind of gathers up their things. Hilda looks a little bit nervous and unsure about the whole thing. Nowhere and Mateus give each other knowing glances and a smile. That Nowhere, for the first time that you can remember, has actually smiled a little bit at all of you. And the rest of them gather up and go. Everybody prepares.
Escort him up the
there was
door.
no one we didn't talk to, right? We got.
You talk to them.
I gotta go and play piano. See you guys.
You go and take your lessons. The rest of you do what you do. Throughout the day, you're all given a couple of different things in order to prepare. A spell book is delivered to you.
Is there like enough time to long rest after doing piano and then?
Probably. Yeah.
Okay. Could I have like shown her disguised self to like show her what the costume looked like?
Show who?
The two tailors.
Oh, yeah.
I wanted
Yeah,
to
there
do
you
that.
go.
But
Now
I didn't
you're
know if we'd
thinking.
have enough spell slots before then.
Well, yeah. You
But
take
you guys don't even want to wear the
Maybe you
costumes
do.
anyway, right? So
you take the opportunity.
Let's
anyways.
just see.
yeah.
Mateus and Nowhere see it, and they're like, "This we can do."
Maybe we should have like an outer
Okay.
Okay.
resemblance of their.
Thank you.
Just an
I'm
outer.
sorry.
Your spellbook
It's just a cloak.
Yeah.
Yours. Alright.
contains Firebolt, Light, Mage Hand, Prestidigitation. You probably got those.
Firebolt
Mm.
light.
It has Detect Magic, Mage Armor, Magic Missile, Shield.
Detect magic, mage armor.
Magic Missile, Shield. It has
Can I move that here a little closer?
Levitate and Suggestion.
These are second level now.
Turn it off
Yes.
so it'll be at you.
Second level, you're at Levitate and Suggestion. Third level,
It's got a grip on the back.
Oh.
Like halfway up. Yeah, there you go.
third level, you get Counterspell, Fireball, and Dispel Magic.
But I cannot cast this yet.
Oh.
Third level spells? Not 5 yet.
Greater Invisibility at level 4.
Can we montage train to level 5? Just fight each other over and over and over again. to experience.
Fighting.
He's like slapping my hands every time I do it wrong or get tired.
Hello, fight!
Like he just closes the top of the piano.
Greater
You're a horrible
Invisibility,
trainer.
Ice Storm, Cone of Cold.
Sunday wants a pillow fight.
All he has to say is anything else, and he gets 3 more spells.
They're all in the book.
Okay, quick question. Did you look to see where those orphans were at all?
I'm still asking about the orphans.
Any others?
You go in and talk to
I thought they turned into brooms last night.
yeah, there is another one. It's where is it? Your final spell that was in that spell book is
I didn't fall.
right
You didn't say anything.
on this page. It's got to be on this page.
Well, took us a month.
4th level Polymorph.
Nice.
Holy
Good bag of
shit.
candy.
Okay,
So does he have to just like juggle both books?
That might be the handful of glitter, so be careful.
he doesn't need that other spell book now that he's able to copy down the spells.
I didn't get to filter that bag.
Yeah,
Well, I guess he can
he can have a backup spell book and keep it somewhere.
yeah, that'd be
because
important.
you need that.
I have one.
A backup. You gotta copy stuff twice, though. It takes even more gold.
Yeah, my most recent spells aren't in it.
Right, and Hilda does loan you those things. So in what they are requesting is for their cut as well as payment for supplies.
Okay.
And
So
that's-
falling
you're
in
learning
this piano.
keyed instruments. You're studying a spell book. Cole is doing his workout montage. I'm assuming.
Mm-hmm.
Sunday visits her brother, visits the family, does something.
I'm getting swole.
Go see my mom.
Well,
Yeah,
what about
as-
the apothecary too? Yeah. Anyway, sorry.
As you were out, you actually you come across some news. You hear some people. You overhear that there has actually been there is an ongoing investigation that the city watch has come across a break-in and murder at the primary Growlhund estate. It would appear that Erstal Floxen, behind the fireball spell, had been hiding out at the first Growlhund estate. The Growlhund's very linked in with the Zentarum
This is the one inside the city.
Yeah.
inside the city. Knowing what you know, Erstal Floxen and the Growlhunds are working directly for Manchun.
Oh, shit.
The first estate, as they are saying though, that how it comes to you, word is on the street that the Growlhunds they claim to have been taken hostage. Their story seems to have holes in it, is what the rumors are going, but everything that is told to the City Watch is that the Zentarum were controlling the estate and they were blackmailing and extorting and threatening them. The Zentarum had mostly been wiped out, along with very many of the guards and mercenaries at that particular estate, and are being taken to the City of the Dead for internment. But that estate's compromised, and the Growlhunds are pretty much free to go.
Can somebody find the interrogator, the investigator?
Can
This
I
is
ask
only-
around some city guard, maybe?
The city watch. They hear what you're saying. It's like, oh, sorry, milady. Official watch business, not allowed to divulge information. Trust in the watch. We'll take care.
I do.
What about the private investigator?
Not the private one. I'm talking about the one who.
Only Sunday knows this.
Moving on, though, you go about your day. Areas, all of the belongings are delivered to you, and nightfall comes.
What about the potions? We got basically whatever was on that list we got, or what?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, she provided you with that,
Okay. So I've got some acid.
as well as 4 additional healing potions.
So when I went to go visit my mom, just to make it short and quick, I just was like there to say hi, but I seemed a little nervous. I wasn't myself,
Right.
but I didn't give any clues and divulging information.
Right.
So
Potions? What did you say?
4 additional healing potions.
And the ones that we gave that were diluted got swapped out?
Yes.
So now they're superior? Or superior?
whoa.
No.
Just kidding.
They're regular.
Yeah. So
Nice.
it was 3 before,
Healing potions.
and that's why I asked for 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you've got 8 total.
Yeah.
She gave you 4 additional.
And Fala gave us 4.
And it's just
last
straight
week.
potions of healing.
Yep.
Straight
Okay,
potions.
so
of
everyone
healing.
write down potions of healing times 2.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
She has also given you 1 potion of climbing. And
Oh man, that would be really nice. Like,
1 potion of poison, which is a potion of healing which looks like a potion of healing. A single potion of resistance. A potion of water breathing.
Water. You're writing these down?
potion of
Water breathing.
resistance.
Your resistance.
Resistance.
Potion of water breathing.
And water breathing.
How does a resistance potion work? You choose the element as you're drinking it?
Go ahead and roll a d10 for me. Anybody, whoever's taking that potion.
Sure. I got a 4.
Resistance to force.
Okay.
Ooh. It's a good one to be resistant to.
Alright. Alright.
What about the bags?
Yeah, 2 bags of holding. You got your oil, you got your climber's kit. 2 more ropes? You guys have 4 ropes and you want 2 more?
No, I thought we didn't have ropes. That's why I asked for 2 of them.
I believe
Close combo.
everybody should have 1 rope.
Yeah.
I can't. I gotta go light.
Okay. I mean, I can carry 2.
You got
a bag of holding now.
you got 4 pairs of guard uniforms. They look pretty much exactly like how you remember.
Oh, nice.
There were
Cool.
you got 2 bags of holding. You're not getting 3.
I
One
thought we'd
scroll-
need 3 to like
One
carry
single
everything out.
scroll of dispel magic.
Okay. That goes to Grim.
You got 2 vials of acid, 2 vials of oil,
acid.
2 vials of alchemist fire,
Jesus.
the hooded lantern, invisibility potions. You got 1 invisibility potion. You did not get anything called jump.
Potion of jump. That's why I did
Potion of jump?
the 2 dots.
Oh, okay. No, there's no potion of jump.
What about a? Can we get 2 pairs of manacles and 2 locks?
Manacles.
You have manacles?
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow. Can I have 2 locks?
Okay. Gotha supplies you with manacles and locks.
What about a bag of ball bearings?
Bag of ball bearings.
Cool. Those are yours if you want them right now, Sunday. Like,
Yeah.
I think giving you the locks would be best because then we can just lock doors when we go.
It's not a bad plan.
Okay.
Just to keep people out, possibly. Keep people from following
Okay.
us.
So-
did you write down that potion of
Let's get-
invisibility?
No, I haven't written it down yet.
Supplies in
So-
hand, the hour draws near, the sun has set, and that storm that was coming in the night before has really hit its apex. Although the rain seems to have pretty much stopped, over the course of the night and the day, and all of this freezing rain that has come down, every building seems to be coated in
Nice.
a glaze. there are 2 to 3 foot icicles hanging down off of everything.
No children yet?
Children have not shown up, but you talk to Harlan, and Harlan lets you know, is like, oh, I gave them the cookies, like I was told. Threw the brooms down and they left.
Okay.
Kids.
If you see them again, tell them, urge them to stay inside because the weather is bad.
Oh, yeah, indeed. Well, they looked like they were dressed pretty warm. They did go through Grimm's things. Cool.
Is
The
it
weather
time?
has taken an
We need
unexpected turn.
horses of some sort. Can Fala Prime be the one who holds our horses?
What are you gonna do with them? Oh, okay. You want them for like a getaway. I get it.
No. Okay, we're gonna
Just
steal
keep
the
it
horses
silent.
there. Got it.
Just if we can get back out, that's all we need.
All right, let's make our way there, right?
Let's go.
So we're gonna approach from the backside.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Use stay out of sight beyond 200 feet. Send in a familiar. Wait till the last person passes in the line, and then we approach. We move 30 feet every 6 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
200 feet takes us a minute to get to the wall, roughly.
Mm-hmm.
Climb a long road.
Okay. Before we go, I recast Find Familiar and summon a spider instead of an owl.
Okay.
And it's not mechanical.
All right. You find yourselves out in the field once again. You have 2 cloaks with you that Gotha has procured. An outer cloak that is indeed white, and an inner cloak that is indeed black. So, should you feel the need, you can ditch your white cloak and be shrouded in the black one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, you are outside these walls. You see that the patrol is going on, much like it was yesterday. At this particular time, you're outside at roughly 7:30. You can hear the sound of metal and footsteps heavy on the inside walls, despite the intense winds and howling weather of this particular storm. As for one of the guard patrols on the outside, you see that as it does one of its loops, it stops for a second, and a group of 5 more take their spot, and these 5 new ones leave the gate and begin their new patrol around. And you see that the other 5 leave inside the compound. You're able to see through the gate that they walk through that they go inside of the building.
Hmm. So it's just shifting of the outside guard.
Yeah.
We're just divvying up the loot.
Yeah.
Cole takes the potion of invisibility. Not swallows it.
Right.
Okay. Can you be under more than one potion at once?
Yeah.
I've never thought about that.
Some, I think,
Depending on the
counteract.
circumstances, a potion, if it is a spell that requires concentration, such as invisibility, you have to concentrate on that potion.
Okay.
Thought about that.
Yeah, funny little tidbit.
Really?
I'm gonna take the resistance potion.
So you just have to. I'm invisible.
Yeah.
I mastered the art of invisibility.
I guess I'll hang on to the water breathing. Okay. So, with 2 people, you should probably have the bag of holding. Cole, Sunday. Grim and I, we don't make it out. At least you guys can get out.
Okay.
You're outside the wall. The guard continues its walk around the entire compound, covering about 30 feet every 6 seconds as they walk briskly. The compound being about 200 feet from one in a not diameter. 200 feet.
From one end to the
Oh,
other.
it is diameter.
I'm wearing the uniform.
Diameter, radius, circumference. Yeah.
we're
From
all-
one point to one point, it's a little over 200 feet. So it does not take them 5 minutes to make a loop around it, but it does take a couple of minutes indeed.
2 minutes?
Okay, we can still do it.
We're pretty far out, right? Like they still can't see us.
You're pretty far out, so that you can't even understand the words that they are saying.
So we're all wearing our white cloaks. I'm wearing one of the guard uniforms.
Let me see that actually.
I think we're all wearing the uniforms.
Yeah,
that
our
are for us.
uniform.
Yeah, we're all laced up.
Cole's got like mid-drift.
Yeah.
They have half orc.
Yeah, right? Come on.
Yeah. Actually, just out of game real quick. I was just checking to make sure that barbarians don't get any disadvantages for wearing
For
armor.
wearing clothes?
It's just heavy armor.
It's not like armor though. It's like clothing.
No, it's armor.
Uniform, right?
Leather armor.
You can wear leather as a barbarian.
But
Yeah,
some
but
of
they're
some of
medium.
them are actually in a leather robe of sorts. Not every one of them is in an armor.
Okay.
In fact, some of them are kind of in a
Everything is just-
chainmail.
Not heavy armor, which is cool.
The only one that's is the studded leather.
So
Is medium.
Cole's like constantly itching in his clothing. Like, damn.
even though it's like the dead of winter.
Dead eye and just me mugging Finn.
I can still see your nipples. I don't know why, but it's just like they're like rock
Just
hard.
a vision.
Yeah.
At the quick pace that they are actually going around the compound, they are able
really
to
are.
make a circle around the entire thing in just under 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
Damn.
That is a sprint, guys.
It is not a sprint. It's 30 feet, 6 seconds, so they can go.
Oh, there's a grid now.
There's a grid on that side.
Okay.
Every square is 5 feet. They can go 5 squares.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Cole, do you want to use the potion to get in, or do you want to just...
I can make the jump.
You can make the jump. I want to see this. Okay.
We've got grappling hooks. We don't need to make the jump.
2 at a time, and then the other 2 go. It's a lot less risky. And the other 2 can keep watch, or distract if shit goes wrong, right?
What? Just 2 ropes hanging down? They're not
No,
gonna
they
notice
just
that?
pull it over, and then they put it back over.
I think we should all try to get over
I
at
do
the same
too.
time.
The
We need to
same
stay together.
time.
Yes.
Yeah, we need to stay together.
Yeah. Okay.
It's not.
So as we
it's
run
not
up-
going to take 2 minutes to climb.
As we run up,
Because you hold, we pull.
you guys hold a loop behind each of us of the rope.
Like on us.
Who weighs the less out of you two? Because that's
no,
who I
just
get.
grabbing it.
Probably
Probably Grim. Grim's tiny, right?
Yeah, I'm really small.
the gourmand over here.
I'm a little bit fatter.
He's big.
I'm a little bit fatter than Grim. I'll admit it right now.
Wow.
I'll say it. I'm stout.
So
I'm a stout halfling.
It's just
Okay.
halfling.
You know?
All right.
He's punchy.
So,
I'm like
so you
a
have
little bit
one
over
rope
Samwise.
around their waist.
Yeah.
I'm gonna run up and jump, and hook my axe and pull myself up, and then I'm gonna pull my rope up.
Okay.
Dibs on Cole.
You'll probably want to grapple hook
Grab
up,
it and
climb
grapple.
yourself, and then pull it. I'll help you. By that time, I'll help you pull
Sounds good. That would be exactly what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
it. And if anyone can't make it, or if I miss a jump or whatever, then I swig the potion. Or you have the climbing potion.
I have the climbing. I do have the climbing.
Yeah.
Do you want the climbing?
It's whoever misses their.
Okay, I got it.
Check.
Anyway.
You gonna throw the potion down on him real quick?
What?
I got it.
You gonna throw the potion down on him real quick?
No, she has.
I have it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
Because if I miss my jump, then I'll hit the wall, slide down, and then I'll throw my grappling hook up. So it should only be a few seconds
I
lost.
don't think it's gonna be
Right.
loud, right?
Exactly. It'll happen so fast.
I mean, in a storm,
Yeah. Good point. Let's do this.
I don't know. Not much we can do to worry about that.
Okay.
So is it like freezing rain out or something?
It's like snow.
There is a lot of snow. The freezing rain has pretty much stopped, but has left a sugary glaze look to everything. It's got a layer of ice over most stuff. The house itself almost kind of resembles like a giant gingerbread
Maybe we
house at
should
this
have
point.
featherfalled in.
No.
It's too late.
Yeah.
It's too late now.
late.
Before we get
Sunday
going,
thinks out loud.
I cast Expeditious Retreat on myself.
Okay.
Jerk. Say it now. God.
Expeditious Retreat has been cast. You are approaching the villa at what angle? That's the upstairs, which works still.
As we walk, does it sound like our feet are crunching in the snow?
Oh yeah.
So there's the
you're-
front gate.
Like
Yeah.
hard?
We're coming in right about here.
Okay. Right near where that tree is. Got it.
Does it sound hard as we
There's 2 trees
move?
there.
Like
It is leaving a crunch in the snow, yes. The snow has a bit of a crunch to it as a layer of ice has hardened it.
But it's snowing like a mother. There's a
No,
blizzard out.
there is no downfall
I
right
thought
now.
you said there was a blizzard.
No, I said it is windy. It is still a storm, but it's a windstorm.
Okay.
Okay.
Is it blowing toward them or away from them?
Let's just get over the wall.
From east to west.
Okay. Where is east? So this is north here, right?
East,
This is north.
No, I'm trying to.
We don't know which way they
This.
north. This is
That's
north.
Okay.
East, south, west.
Okay. So east to west.
Okay, so as far as the map goes, there.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
north.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So are we making our approach? We're running.
Yeah, let's do
We're
this.
approaching.
We're doing it.
Yep.
We're doing it.
There you go.
It's only 9:40 at night.
We're coming in for landing. Making our approach.
Tell me how you do it.
I make a stealth check running up to the castle wall behind my
Exactly.
friends, keeping 5 feet between. I'm gonna follow Sunday up the road.
Stealth check.
Cole, you or
I'm
Jerry,
following Cole.
Nineteen.
Sure, you don't want to dash.
Dash.
Is that what we're doing?
We're waiting for them to go around the corner. It's either quiet and slow or fast and loud.
See, that's what I was waiting to hear.
Oh.
He waits for them to go around the corner. I'm
Yes.
going to nitpick little details like that, so you better be
Okay.
careful what you say.
Okay. So we're waiting
could
for
get
him
you
to
killed.
go around the corner, and then we're going to go fast and loud.
The wind is blowing.
Yeah. Let's just do it.
Fast and loud?
Tear us off like a
You've already
band-aid.
cast Expeditious Retreat on yourself, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's roll.
That's fine.
Okay.
Out of here.
Well, he's got little legs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's dash.
I need it. Okay.
Step
I've
in
seen
our
Chihuahuas
footprints.
run.
Until
They could step in our footprints.
So I'm making knots
Knots. Yeah.
for
So-
the 2 loops.
Okay.
For that.
As we wait for him to go around.
So you've already got all your things set. So your rope is tied, there are knots in it, it is on the grappling hook.
Let's grapple.
And as soon as those guards turn around the corner to this area
We're going
here,
Yeah, so they're going clockwise?
yes, as soon as they hit here, you rush from this direction right for that crook in the wall.
Yep.
And taking a full-on dash action. Cole, you immediately go for the wall with your running jump. The wall is slick, but you rush up, axe up into the air. Tell me how you do it.
Literally like Superman. Dashing speed, so
Yeah.
60 every, 6 seconds? And I just fly. And I'm aiming for, so that I can hook the head of my axe right on top of the wall. So it should be right at about 20 feet.
Yeah, you manage to just hook it. Your axe is there, and you use your upper body strength to just pull yourself up. You're having to use full arm strength in order to do it. There is no purchase on the wall, and worse yet, it is slick with ice. As soon as you get to the top, the cold of the wall starts sinking into your skin, but you persevere and you pull yourself up and over, carefully trying to find purchase and balance upon the wall. With grappling hooks in place, you put them on and they sink into the ice a little bit. It cracks beneath the hook, and the rest of you come up close. The rope is dropped down. Who goes up next?
I'm going up Cole's rope.
Cole extends the rope down. You climb up. Give me an athletics to climb.
So he's just sitting in the loop. I'm gonna yank him up.
Got it. So he's in a loop,
And I'm just
like around his feet or leg or
I'll
whatever.
assist him.
Oh yeah, fetus is really it's right like
Where Poppins, yo?
Yeah,
Anyway,
exactly.
I assist
you
him
pull-
as he goes up.
I don't see how you're gonna do that, but okay.
Assisting him to climb myself up, I can just
I guess
go
you
as
can
I'm
make
going,
sure you don't
know?
get caught on the wall.
Yeah, or slide, and make like my butt noise
Sure.
all the way up.
Anyway. He weighs next to nothing.
Whatever your
Lifting him up.
assistance is does not give him advantage on any
That's fine.
roll. Not that it matters because there's no roll.
Yeah.
It's fine.
He's gonna pull you up. He's got the strength to do that, no problem.
Sunday.
As he's
So help him
climbing,
over the wall.
as he's doing that,
And I'm
throwing
looking
the
over to see what
grappling.
Sunday's doing.
You're
At
up
the
on the
same
wall.
time.
Sunday, you are
Throwing the grappling the same time he
grappling
is.
hook up
Jumping.
and over. Give me a good dexterity attack.
Yeah, that's good enough.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
Grappling hook up, over.
14.
Makes a little bit of a sound. You kind of cringe a little bit at the sound of that hitting the wall and the stone.
Does it sound like breaking ice?
It sounded like metal. Ting.
It's windy.
The stone clangs against the grappling hook. Grappling hook does find purchase, and you begin trying to climb up.
Yes. He's looped.
Athletics check.
He's looped, but yeah.
Grim is looped behind you.
5.
With the absolute sheer amount of ice and slickness on this stone wall, you're not able to get up this rope, not using your upper body strength. It is, you can't quite get the purchase. You try to readjust. You're going to be able to give it one more shot to see if you can climb the rope more of a military style, not being able to put your feet against it.
Okay.
It's a bit more difficult because that wall is cold and pushing on you at the same time, and you're kind of climbing up at an angle now, but go ahead and give me a check for that.
7.
You're not able to get up this rope.
Nope.
You slide back down. A feeling of panic starts to wash over you.
Shit.
So,
Finn, Cole, you see what's going on. This rope is...
I drop the loop down and I say, drink the potion and Grim, get in the loop.
Yeah, okay, I shimmy out of the one I'm in and jump over to the other one, I guess.
Okay, I start pulling Grim up.
Okay, Grim, you are up real quick. Just as easy as Finn.
Drink the pot.
Should we get down?
Perception.
I'll drink the potion of climbing.
Okay, potion of climbing, you ingest it. You have the ability to climb without making a check. You're all up on top of this wall. What do you do?
Make a perception check.
Perception check.
And investigation check.
You will do an investigation check on anything that you find out of the ordinary. Give me a perception search of the area. It is dark.
Grim, give me an investigation check.
Mine's
I'll assist you.
+2. Who's got the 4? Perception?
No, don't metagame this. Just roll perception if you're perceptioning.
16.
I'm not perceptioning.
You're a human. You can't see very far at all, but you are able to see lights in the windows reflecting off certain parts of the snow. The cloud cover is thick, so you got no assistance from the moon, but the firelight and candlelight, it illuminates some places.
Okay.
You're able to see inside the building pretty well. You can actually see that there are a few rooms on this particular lower floor that you're on. Go ahead and flip that over. Flippy, flippy. Room that you're in. You're peering through some windows.
Yes, we peer.
Oh, that's funny.
We picked up the grappling hooks, right?
Did it flip? Yeah, it flipped.
Oh,
That's funny.
yeah. So it's now the. Oh.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So that you said that's
Yeah.
north.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
That's right. So you come in this way. Cindy, you're able to actually see that there is a back door over here, and there are some windows here. And it appears that there is a chimney straight up this corner to the top of the roof. There is a warm fire smoke coming out of that particular chimney. The smell of baked foods can be wafts up through the area, and you also kind of hear the sound of dining, food being eaten, and people talking on what you assume to be a lunch break. Otherwise, there's not a whole lot. There are some very massive bay windows along this whole outer wall here that overlooks the entire area. You're able to see through those windows really well. You see that there is a sitting area. You can see the large harps. You can see part of the large harpsichord, as well as additional firelight being cast. There is approximately 5 of the armed guards in that area. They appear to be eating from bowls.
I go.
That's what you see. You got
12.
Anybody else? You have dark vision as well. You're not.
I can't see.
You're not able to see a whole lot. You can see pretty much what Sunday can see through the windows, but.
I was gonna have Grim assist his investigation check, but.
Okay.
I mean, there's really nothing to investigate, right?
Unless we find something.
Cole, you
I rolled a 1. So I
you can
got
see
it.
tiny bits of movement right here
On the inside?
inside of the wall. It would appear that there are about 10 guards there, along with
What course are they on?
a feminine-looking form, although it's difficult to say with a large cloak billowing over
Sure.
what you
And
assume
are
to
they
be
on
a her.
rotation?
These guards are not on a rotation. They appear to be locked in a shield wall, and they are advancing to and fro. And you hear a woman's voice. You can barely hear out a woman's voice calling out things. Flank! Advance! March! And they appear to be going through
Training.
what you can assume to be some sort of a drill.
Okay.
The area in there is rutted, deep with mud.
On the far side of the compound is a training pit.
Okay.
We must avoid getting their attention.
And avoid those big windows.
At this particular point right now, you can start to hear the sound of footsteps coming from here.
On the outside.
Pull our grappling rope.
What you assume to be
What's the top of this wall look like? Is it like?
about this wide, maybe 2 feet, kind of
Okay.
rounded.
Oh, okay.
It is not a wall that you can walk on the wall. There are no crenellations.
Okay.
So we need to go down and hide behind those rocks or
Let's
something.
just
Down.
guys, let's just go prone right here on top of this wall. Let them pass by.
Prone on the wall?
Okay.
We need a little more time to observe. Let them go around one more time.
Okay.
Just go prone.
Okay.
Nobody move while they go by.
Okay.
Not moving.
Give me a stealth
Good
check.
idea, bad idea. And we'll drop down.
I think it's too late. We're up here.
Natural 20, so that makes it a 30. I'm not found.
You're making a
I
face.
attempt to hide behind Cole and Sunday.
What?
Yeah, I'm naturally stealthy. I can hide
Do I have
behind.
like?
Proning on
do
top
I have
of a
like?
20-foot
behind
wall.
nothing.
Yeah, I'm behind you guys.
Do I have advantage for like being way up here on top of a 20-foot wall and going prone?
I don't think so.
5.
I mean, if we're out of sight line, guys.
13.
Sorta.
It's a 20-foot wall, and we're prone on top of you. So there was 2 feet across, and they're at the base of the wall. Base of a 20-foot wall.
They're not like touching the wall, but they're walking around. We're gonna see what happens.
Oh, okay. Well, then I misunderstood. We should drop on the other side. If there's a chance that they can see us, then we should just drop on the other side.
There is a chance that they can see.
Okay. Then we should just go.
Drop in.
Sorry, I
right?
misunderstood. It sounded to me like we could drop prone and be out of their sight line.
Okay.
It depends on where they're standing.
I would much rather drop over the other side.
Yeah,
of the
let's go.
wall.
Okay.
Sorry, I misunderstood.
You all drop to the other side.
I go first, and I try and catch them on their way down.
All right.
Gripping the rope tightly since I couldn't climb it.
Oh, right. Yeah. So I have the
down.
hook. I have the hook or grappling hook. Do we want to leave the ropes here?
I'm gonna have to now.
No.
No, at least
No.
one.
No, we're not leaving him.
How do you do this?
Let him down.
All right.
We're not leaving him. We gotta take him back up.
Okay.
Let's get down. Take him.
You leap down.
Yeah.
8 falling damage.
Okay.
You leap down. Or I
I
believe
try and
Cole's
catch.
trying to catch all of you.
Sure.
Give me an athletics check for Sunday.
Oh, him or me? I got 16.
Cole, athletics check
Oh,
for
sorry.
Sunday.
24.
Jesus.
You do it. You manage to catch Sunday. Sunday, you take no damage.
Give him a
Athletics
kiss
check,
before he puts me down.
athletics check for Finn.
That's what girls do.
Can you
18.
use Dex?
Good. No, you
No,
don't
19.
Need to, you don't need to make a check.
19.
Athletics check for Grim.
Cole. Do it, Grim. 16.
Catch them all, no damage. Okay. You can hear the sound of the patrol coming up on the other side. They're walking briskly, trying to keep warm in this cold.
Crunch, crunch, crunch.
And then you hear,
Crunch.
where did these footprints come from?
Oh fuck.
I don't know. Right, they're coming from that field. You don't really think somebody climbed the wall, do you? We better go report this. We might have intruders.
Oh, that was very quick, guys.
What do you do?
Well, we're all dressed up as guards, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What do we know about these people so far? Off the top of my head. I don't
Some
know.
of them are eating, some of them are training.
Yep.
And they're across the field?
Over there.
Well, now we know they're going to be
They're
looking
inside.
for footprints right where we are, right here.
Where's the ruts?
There's no ruts on the inside of the wall.
Most of the guard activity inside of the wall is in that training area, from the back patio to that training area, and around pretty much close to the sides of the building.
Okay.
You believe that you could scale those rocks, land down on the other side, and be in a rut of footprints.
Can you conceal our footprints just for a few feet?
Does prestidigitation work that way? I mean, it wouldn't conceal footprints. Like you need like pass without a trace or like traceless dust. We could use a branch or something. Wouldn't that be a survival check to see if you can hide your footprints?
Could I climb up the wall to a window and open it, and then we can use the rope from the grappling and we can pull ourselves in?
You got a climbing potion.
Yeah, I drank it, so yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll use my cloak. I'll let them follow Sunday to the house
Over here.
as we stealth.
Is there a window over here up high, upstairs?
So, looking at that part of the building, you see that there is a first floor, a second floor, and then there appear to be 2 windows protruding from the roof. The roof itself is a pitched roof, about 9 feet high.
You think I'll see
It
us?
extends down
Let's go for it.
roughly 30 feet, and about 15 feet in on that pitch, there is 2 windows protruding from the roof. One of those valley windows.
Okay, Sunday.
Tie the ropes together.
I'll just carry the little ones.
The
Okay.
rope
You get up
itself,
there and drop me a rope.
the
Yeah.
ropes themselves are actually completely long enough to reach
That's where we're headed.
one rope.
I'm like,
So I'm gonna use a cloak and conceal the footprints
Okay.
behind us.
Yeah. Go ahead, give me a survival check for that. The rest of you rush for the wall. Sunday, you dash
18.
up it, just kind of spider climb straight all the way up. Like a monkey, you just disappear.
monkey spider.
Your white
Spider
cloak,
monkey.
your white cloak somewhat concealing you.
Okay.
Against the
Some-
snow-covered house?
Somewhat. Also, I don't know, it's kind of
Is the
iffy.
house painted?
It's kind of iffy. I mean, here you are, this like white shadow is sending. But
It's dark.
20-foot
stranger things have happened.
wall.
Yeah, white kind of shows up in dark areas.
Yeah, it's darker white.
But
Yeah,
it's snowy and icy out. You're
Remember?
kinda like,
They're reversible.
it's interesting. It's
it
interesting.
is.
Anyways, you make it
Okay, if it's
straight up.
really dark, then we reverse it to its dark side really
Yes.
quick. And then if it's really white, then we reverse it back to the white side really quick.
We use our common sense, whatever's gonna conceal us more.
You get to the
Correct.
top.
There you go.
Correct.
You get to the top. You go there. You find the window. You rattle it a little bit. You see that it has an inside lock. Go ahead. Give me an investigation check.
Yes, I made it with an 11 on my hand.
In my head, I made it. That's in my head cannon.
Looking at the window, you're lucky you used that potion because I mean, ice slick roof.
Right?
Right? I
So-
know. I'm like, oh, we're gonna fall.
So you're looking at this, and you believe you can wiggle something very thin through the window.
Okay. Pull out one of my little barrettes out of my hair. Do my thing. So that would be
Go ahead and give me a sleight of hand.
sleight of hand. That's a natural 20 plus 5.
You get it in there. It takes a minute or two. Uncomfortable amount of time as everybody else has their back to the wall and they're waiting and watching, waiting for this rope. And you pop the latch on the inside. Window opens up. You push it open, hook that, toss the rope down, and you see, the three of you see this rope unfurl itself as it crashes down into the snow. Light sound slaps against the wall a little bit, but gently. You hope it didn't make very much noise.
I can't try and catch it.
You can,
I mean, I'm right.
but 50-foot rope, it's still going to
And two
slap
people
against the
can
wall
do
just
a
slightly.
thing. You can try. It's hard.
Okay.
You catch it, but parts of it still
Okay.
kind
Okay.
of
Okay. That's
It's
all
windy.
we can do. All right, guys.
Actually done that earlier.
Jump on.
Yeah.
I try and throw Finn on my back. I grab Grim with one arm. I know I need both arms. I say, hold on to me.
I think you're wearing clothes. This is where I grab onto now.
That's right. around the neck, and I'm like, "You got this, buddy."
I'm holding onto his belt. Like
one
his
around the
hand over
neck,
hand.
the other one on the belt, and like you just climb this,
He's got to take the
going
British
up.
I thought they smelled bad on the
It's a
outside.
bit nutty down here.
Hold the door.
Look, I bathe.
Okay.
Oh, thank God.
You get
Get into the window.
Quietly get in.
you manage to get up there without
Slipping, you know?
too much attention drawn to you. You're hoping.
I'm hoping.
There are a few windows.
I'm hoping.
Give me a stealth check. You're climbing up this. Give me a stealth check with disadvantage.
Hold on. No! Can we assist him? Like,
No.
yeah, I'll conceal him with my cloak.
If you got this is more of a noise.
Noise.
This is a noise passing by your window thing.
I'll give him bardic inspiration. and
That's
say,
a good
"Don't
idea.
fuck up."
Don't fuck up. That's pretty inspiring.
Let's get this here ready.
Fuck up, we're dead. How's that?
Disadvantage?
Fuck up, we're all dead.
That's a 9 on both dice.
Well, that D6.
Wow.
Pretty hot. So the total of 11. Yeah, 17.
Nice.
How does your
Make-
inspiration go?
I told you. Don't fuck up.
Okay, thanks. I feel really inspired.
As you get to the roof, you have to kind of hold on to parts. Sunday has the rope set up because the window isn't directly beneath where you were. So once you're on the roof, you have to kind of hold this rope and shimmy to where the open window is. Once you're to the window, one by one you hop through and you step into it. Careful not to
Quick
make
rope first.
noise on the stairs, not knowing if these floorboards or the joists are going to creak as
Yes,
you
I am
walk
like
across.
not like moving.
And I pull up the rope. As soon as we get all in, we just close the window, and I literally
Shuttered windows.
Shuttered.
You close them like cupboard doors, they shutter shut, and you put the latch back. But there is still a draft. And you look behind you,
There's a door.
and you see that there is another window, and it is open. On the opposite side of this room, looking across, open to the night air.
Just gonna leave it open.
perception in the room.
Give me a perception.
Is there somebody in there?
I'm going to investigate the window to
the
see if
hunter.
it was
10.
jimmied or
Perception too
whatever.
to see.
Go ahead and give me that investigation.
13.
I got a 14 on my perception.
And?
See.
My passive's higher.
Oh, you can't take that. You made a check.
10.
10.
I got a 13 on my passive.
Looking around, you don't really. Let's see.
Oh shit, there's
Watch it
somebody
be
in this
fall
room,
out.
no matter what.
Be awkward.
And you can all go home.
No, we gotta get out.
What's going on, man?
Yeah. The window's been tampered with. You don't know when, but it's been tampered with.
Is there any frozen, is there any water or anything on the ground in front of the window?
Yeah, like somebody's snowy
question.
footprint.
Excellent question.
Icy.
From what you can see, the ice that is formed from the previous day and storm has been broken away on this window, and that a bit of snow has melted. There is still a puddle and a small footprint. Not small like a halfling or a gnome.
But a child?
No, that would be like a halfling or a gnome.
Okay.
It's an adult humanoid-sized footprint, although a little small.
Okay.
How big were
female.
Nara's feet?
Okay.
I suggest we close this window.
Shh.
I don't know, it seems like you didn't care so
Like
far.
Colt not moving an inch.
I'm not
I suggest you don't make much noise.
God damn it, I thought he was in the room.
Who's in here? Who is it?
What are you doing in here?
Who are you?
I'm asking the questions,
We just asked
Turn
the
around and
question.
look and see.
and I want my answers first. What are you doing here? You hear the voice kind of echoing around in the attic, keeping its voice low, but definitely coming from behind some of the boxes or covered furniture of the area.
We're looking for someone.
Well, you found someone.
I know. What's your name?
I am the Black Viper.
That sounds really cool.
Do I
I am the
recognize
black
this
hair.
voice?
Give me an intelligence check.
I'm good at those.
Intelligent.
Yeah.
Yes, you are.
18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24.
You give me an intelligence check with advantage.
Ooh, that's hot.
The
right
Black
there.
Viper?
He doesn't need it.
Oh god.
Roll again.
Sunday don't need it.
Just for it.
19.
Wow.
Not a 16.
Yes.
Total?
19's the highest? Yeah, that's just straight 19.
Lunar no bark.
You actually don't recognize it, but you
haven't.
do. However, the person,
Lunar no bark.
somebody steps from around the corner with a rapier raised up,
Oh,
and you see this woman, the Black Viper. Your intelligence
Is it my
check.
nemesis?
Your intelligence check reveals to you that the Black Viper is actually a famous thief who reportedly died some 200 years ago as when these cat burglar attacks stopped. The Black Viper seems to have returned. A young woman in mask has been mugging the nobles in the alleyways of Waterdeep. As she steps around the corner, you put it together and you recognize the voice of Isabel Rosner.
Dun dun dun.
Isabel?
dude, she totally kicked your ass earlier.
Oh no. You.
Friend.
What are you all doing here?
Hey, I know you.
Shut up. No, you don't.
You're Isabel.
What are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
Hey, I'm
Kidnapped our
Finn.
friend Fala.
Shut up.
It's Finn Littleman.
I know who you are. We met at the Castle Lanterns.
I know we made it the castle.
Shut up.
That's my code word, remember?
Hey, I'm the hair. I want to be the black hair from
I walk behind Finn and I cover his mouth.
We're trying to get our friend Fala.
I'm robbing them.
We're robbing them too.
While this is all going on, I start looking around the room for the entries and exits, and I go,
You want
Wait.
to rob it with us?
Looking around.
Search
If
the
you get caught,
hunter.
if we get caught, we're all dead.
That's why I don't want you to ruin this for
Tell
me.
Finn to shut up.
Wait, who's Zerg the hunter?
What?
Zaraj.
I don't know. I thought it was gonna be you.
No. I'm the Black Viper.
Okay, I'm the black hair.
Black Viper, are you serious?
Yes.
I didn't let go of your mouth.
You were dead.
You're supposed to be dead.
I took up the name. I'm tired of the life of a noble woman.
long have you been
Boring.
here?
I just got here recently. I've been up here for about an hour. I'm waiting for the guards' patrol to switch.
We were doing.
So are we. What's your next part of the plan?
What do you know?
Does this make us friends now?
I think so.
That works.
Did we just become best friends?
Just keep the fist, put that little fist pump.
You might be my friend, but I still hate you.
Why?
Because you're ruining this for me. It's bad enough you intervened and gotten away at the Castle Lanterns. I gotta rob them blind of 500,000 dragons. But no.
You didn't want to deal with them. They're
Oh, I know. I know all about it.
Calm down.
You're looking around. You see all the different kinds of furniture. You're walking so slow. You're so worried
let
that
go.
everything's going to happen and that these guys are going to blow your cover.
Right.
25 guys are going to come up here with swords and spears and throw you out of a window impaled and pinned like so many crossbow bolts. And you look like a giant gnomish pincushion. And you're all going to die. This is horrible. You're going to ruin it all.
Gonna burn the building down. Gonna.
Just fingering my vial of alchemist fire.
Burn them all.
So have you seen the construction?
Blaze of glory.
Have you seen our friend or heard anything in the last hour?
Hold on. Grim, you do see there are the 4 windows, one recently closed. There is a floor hatch. You can hear muffled voices. They don't seem to be concerned. And there is a door in a wall to one side, taking up what you believe to be a good portion of the attic. There is a room at the end. It's a normal looking door. It's just a brass doorknob.
No keyhole.
There's a keyhole.
I send my spider through it.
Okay.
Maybe we should give her the motion of invisibility.
Your spider moves up to this keyhole. Climbs up
No, not for invisible.
into the hole, manages to get through, out the other side, down the door.
She's our wild card.
I move over by Cole and I send out my senses to my spider.
Senses switch over.
Tell them what kind of spider you know.
There's actually a very dim light in here to your advantage. There seems to be 4 ever-burning candles on a large candlestick, man height, and they stand around a sort of permanent stone slab resting on the ground. Very thin stone, but tiled and grouted together like you would expect for a fireplace hearth. However, this one is large enough that it bears the 5-foot inscription of a teleportation portal. The sigils and runes all in place. Sweet. So, looking around the room a little bit further, you see that there are a few unusual little artifacts here. There are a couple of chests, a bookshelf, some things. You see on the shelf there is a brain that seems to be preserved in a jar, floating in a fluid. Doesn't look like what you remember from the sewers, but catches your attention. There is a skull. There is a chalice on the ground. Seems to have spilt wine. There is a stain. But most importantly, you see that etched rune of faintly glowing magic.
Do I recognize the rune?
Give me an Arcana check.
16.
It's an arcane sigil sequence for the teleportation circle. It is the particular pass key that you need in order to teleport to this location.
Can I decipher it, do you think?
All you have to do is write down the combination and you can memorize the sequence.
Okay.
And then you'll be able to teleport here anytime that you want.
Like, from anywhere to this attic?
Yes. Oh, so useful.
Now. We don't know teleportation.
Do I know how to disable it?
You could certainly mess with it and screw around with the stuff, and it's possible that it could malfunction the user's teleportation. However, the magic has been cast here over a long period of time, and it is considered a permanent magical circle.
Okay.
You could graffiti and vandalize it, not going to necessarily completely destroy somebody's teleportation here. Especially since when you use a teleportation spell without the circle, it can be based off of if you have an item in your hand from that location or how familiar you are with it. So you could definitely make it more difficult for other people to teleport here, but the creator probably might be able to use it.
Very familiar. I see.
DM, what would happen if you'd like cut up the circle into like a big old hole, like Bugs Bunny style, and just threw it somewhere else? Would they still be able to teleport to that circle, or would it just be like destroyed from wherever?
It's an excellent question. Anybody else?
Yeah. Is there anyone in the room?
They could destroy.
You do not see anyone in the room.
Like you can put them on.
inside
You
the
can put them on
Okay.
spaceships. Not spaceships, but like ships. I've heard of before.
I like snap back to reality, and guys, there's a mage's chambers just beyond that door. Teleportation circle.
Don't touch anything.
I'm sorry.
Don't know what you're doing.
Did we put her in charge while I was away?
No. This is we're a democracy.
How about we just throw her right out the window?
No.
How about we all just throw ourselves out the window and die now?
We're friends now.
Maybe we should just open the floor hatch and hey, come and get us.
No, that sounds terrible.
So what's your next step?
Now that you've been up here for a while.
He's waiting for the guard change. We need to just go look around.
So you're
the
just
place.
waiting for the guard change.
I've watched from time to time. I've managed to pass by in my carriage to try and keep track of what's going on. I don't have it down perfect, but the guard switches out every now and then. They're on 12-hour shifts.
12 hours.
Wait, the guards are. The captains are on 8-hour shifts. The next captain coming on in just a couple of hours, he's a real hard ass. Everything is real military.
We've heard.
Yeah,
So now that's more laid back.
right now. But you don't want to go anywhere near her. She runs more of a loose regime, but
Yeah, she's outside. We heard.
for now.
Okay, wait. Did she know about what happened to the mercs earlier today?
Oh, some adventurers. They went in and messed up the Growland estate looking for Ursula Floxen. They're trying to track down something called a Nimblewright. Turns out that Lady Yalia or Growlhund had a robot, a construct. Nimblewright threw a fireball. Anyways, it was hers. She's trying to overthrow Erstal. They took him prisoner. He fought his way out, killed almost every guard they had on his way out.
The construct did?
No,
No.
Oh.
Floxen.
Oh.
The contract? Oh, Jesus. Wow.
The Growlhunds are pleading.
Yeah. He is
Yeah.
badass.
Dude, he would have killed us.
I start casting Detect Magic as a ritual.
Okay.
Clever boy.
So you plan on sitting up here for a couple more hours until the captain guards
Well, maybe.
change.
No, it sounds like a good idea. We could use the
That's
spiders to.
So 2 hours until the captain.
Yeah, 2 hours,
But
12-hour shift.
she's waiting for the guards shift to change.
It's only about another 10 or 15 minutes before they stop their drill units outside. Once they stop drill, they move on to their next shift change. At about 8 o'clock, they begin fire watch. Basically, all of the guards are just going to take stations around the entire place and keep watch.
Outside?
Outside and inside. But there's 5 people. There is a group of 5 guards that are floating around right now. At this time every day, they take their lunch. This guard shift does. When they take lunch, the 5 will relieve 5 and then move on to 5.
And that's
How
what...
did you get in here?
I just climbed through the window. Like,
How did you get into the estate?
we climbed over the wall.
Never mind that now. You're making us look stupid.
What did you do about your footprints in the snow?
We didn't block him at all.
We climbed into this window.
Oh my god, no! They're gonna be looking for us!
No,
Now
there's-
it doesn't look like there's marks on this side.
Yeah, there's no... We're good on the inside.
Yeah, it just looks like there's marks that walked up to the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're still good as long
We
as they
concealed
look
our
on the
prints on the
inside.
inside.
Okay, so you got footprints that lead up to the wall, but nothing going away?
Right.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
our footprints go away, kind of. Sort of.
You see the problem in that, don't you?
Yeah, I see it now. After we finally got inside the building.
Hindsight's 2020, man.
What do we do, huh?
What's your plan B?
We didn't come up with a plan B. This is plan B.
This is plan A.1.
Your detect magic ritual finishes. You can see that there is a tiny rune of magic on the door knob. It's a particular rune.
What room? 21.
It's a symbol spell. As soon as the door opens, it goes off. You're not sure entirely what the effect is.
This isn't the trapdoor, right?
No.
Not the trapdoor.
But the room.
You don't know what the
room in
effect is, but you know that symbol spells are going to be bad news no matter what happens.
Why didn't we take a crowbar?
And Dispel
I carry a
Magic
crowbar
is
with me
likely
everywhere I
to
go.
dispel it, or that's, to the best of my knowledge, that's the only thing that could work, is Dispel Magic.
Yeah.
Possibly.
You don't know what level it'd be, though.
Right. Right.
Unless you looked at the spell right now.
No, I'm gonna hang on to this.
So we're basically trapped in this room.
No, the trapdoor is not trapped. Just the room to the mage's room.
You begin to hear some aggravated sounds coming from below you.
Oh, we're fucked, guys.
Your passive perception picks up that the sound of the drill outside has stopped.
So they're coming inside.
Oh boy.
So you ready to fight everybody?
Nope.
Wait, you're just gonna dip?
She turns invisible.
Alright, we'll talk later.
Oh, we'll talk later, alright. For those of you that live. Look, I'm not against helping you out of here or trying to figure something out, but I gotta save my own hide first.
Okay.
I mean, you guys probably should have done something like, I don't know, dropped off of griffins or something and landed on the roof.
I did the next best thing. I climbed the
You know,
wall.
it hurts so bad every time somebody says that to me. Like, I feel a little part of me die inside. God, why didn't I think of that?
I rode underneath the wagon that they brought in for their first shift.
Is there places to hide in this
That would
room?
have been really
Like
cool.
for these guys, cold. And these guys could probably get stuff in a drawer or something.
Places to hide?
Yeah.
Yeah, are there places to hide up here,
There
I guess?
places
that
to hide.
wouldn't
The
need a
rafters?
check? Yeah.
Give me a perception search.
Can we clean up the mess from our feet footprints in the attic really quick? With our clothes?
17.
Just gonna press the digit. Oh, you're closed. Okay, I'm not gonna give you ideas then.
Prestidigitation on the ground, I guess.
Too late. I said it.
17.
17. Searching everything up. I liked it better when you were just gonna use your clothes. That might not have worked.
Yeah, whatever.
Right.
17 on your check.
See if these guys can hide.
There are different things in here for sure. There are bits of furniture, dressers, other furnishings, drawers. Well, the drawers are with the dressers. A few chests.
Cool.
And
I'm
like-
just go invisible right now.
Not a whole lot. There's sheets on the furniture to protect it from dust. There appear to be boxes and crates of other things,
Okay.
full of mundane belongings, old uniforms and old supplies from various other mercenaries. Just kind of a storage. It seems that this place is heavily used as a storage.
Okay.
Yeah, hiding behind boxes is one option, but not a whole lot that you think.
Okay. Well, what if they'll come up here?
Probably.
Let's say we try to hide in case.
What, for the next guard shift?
No, what's gonna happen is they're gonna look. They're
They're
gonna just
gonna look
clear. They're
around.
gonna clear the grounds. And if we stay silent,
We stay silent and hide and out of sight.
yeah, we can wait them out.
You sure
That's
about
my
that?
plan.
These guys are trained mercenaries. I think that they're going to do a sweep.
Yeah.
Like all the boxes and stuff?
I don't know how extensive they're going to do it.
Oh, that's
It's the first time I've broken into a mercenary compound. I thought it would be a challenge.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So are there rafters around this?
Yes.
Does it look like they're able to like travel between them?
They are within 4 feet of each other, so you could get up there, but it is a tight space.
I'm a small person.
You are a small person, so you could,
Both of them
well,
have
4
to
feet
be
away. You'd have to hop yourself a little bit from one to one, but you could also kind of like move and like try and span and catch yourself as an option.
What kind of walls separate
Okay, board.
where we are from the secret room?
The secret room, it appears to be a typical wooden framed wall, and then you believe that they have some sort of a sheets of paneling on it.
I go up and inspect it to see if I can pry one of the like a couple of the boards away from the wall, like not anywhere near the door.
Yeah, give me an inspection check.
Good idea.
It's not very high.
Can I assist him?
Certainly.
I do so.
Advantage.
11. What am I doing? Survival? No, we said
Inspection.
inspection. What is that?
Investigation.
Okay. 8.
You don't think you could do so without making a lot of noise.
Okay.
They are nailed in place.
All right.
Okay. Right now we can make a magic mouth. Right now we can throw it outside, and it could go off and distract everybody for us to go hide.
Hiding inside the house.
Yeah, somewhere else inside the house. What do you guys want to do?
Then
No.
they'll know we're
I don't think
here.
they come in this room
No.
very much.
I don't think so either.
Okay.
We've probably got the most time in here, but we're gonna have to. Whoever's going to try and get out of this alive, we better think of something fast. I'm willing to help, but I'm not throwing my life away.
Okay. What kind of guards have you seen so far here? Like, what do I need to know if I was going to impersonate a guard?
They're armored. They come from all different areas. Most of them are people who haven't had the money to get out of the slums that they've been in. They've taken this job.
Is there like a roll call before everybody shows up here?
No, actually, sometimes the guards are completely different people. They move them around.
Like all the time. Like, would anybody have not noticed a single guard coming through here?
A new recruit,
Yeah.
they probably would have asked when you got here, but
Yeah.
showing
Are
up
there,
now
are
in
there
the middle.
halflings?
In the middle of this? I mean, that's very distinct.
I haven't seen halflings before,
Yeah.
but it's possible a halfling could come through. There's a couple of dwarves.
Alright, so what we do is we lower the hatch. You go to the bottom and wait until someone sees you. And as soon as someone sees you, you start climbing up and say, I'm searching up here.
What do the dwarves look like?
Like dwarves.
Oh,
Stocky, bearded. One has red
About
hair.
your size.
One has red hair. One has a dirty blonde. One dirty blonde
Do
beard.
you got any
has a
beards
facial
inside
scar.
of your thing?
No beards.
I don't think you need to
Oh, that was
disguise
sad
yourself
kid.
any more than a costume, or any more than the uniform. I think that's good enough.
I'm good with that. What about Sunday?
Yeah, maybe both of you. I don't know.
There's a couple women among them.
But yeah, I like that. You get to the bottom of the stairs, and as soon as somebody sees you, start climbing and look at them and say you're searching up here,
Okay.
and then tell them it's clear.
Okay.
You're gonna lure him up, knock him out.
You
Switch?
could do that.
Yeah.
That seems like the best bet you got. Yeah.
Lure him up. Yeah.
You keep this up, might change my mind about you.
Oh yeah. Wild card.
And we're gonna call it there.
Nice.
Yeah, just when they're in the thick of it.
Should have realized the footprints. I mean, it's so good.
All right.
I didn't even think about that. All I could think of was, God, we're gonna crunch the ice and the
Stupid
snow
footprints.
every time we walk.
Yeah, those things you're stepping right now. Crunch, crunch, crunch.
Oh, you even said it, didn't they?
Yeah.
It's
Dude,
always
what was she
somebody.
gonna do when she found out they were poor?
What?
The cultist.
The castle lantern?
Yeah. What was she gonna do when she found out they didn't have any money?
Dude, they are
Dude, you
loaded
don't
with
get it.
coins. If you had opened like 3 doors in your villa, you would have found $500,000. $500,000 gold.
Castellantars are filthy rich.
What do you
Filthy, stinking, untouchable.
What do you think they
rich.
made a deal with Asmodeus for?
I don't know. I'm not gonna
They are-
steal their cursed gypsy gold.
Their gold's not
What,
cursed.
we're gonna have to fight another demon?
Yeah,
Their,
right?
their gold's
Yeah.
not cursed,
We already
just their
fought a
children.
demon.
Just their children.
Okay, I am taking the
children.
minis. I'm
Okay.
placing
Yeah.
the box.
We're calling it.
Same as I'd done every
We're
week
calling it?
before.
We're calling it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They came up with a plan without you.
A good plan.
They like it a lot better than all your plans.
All of your plans.
Plan stink.
Well, I actually had a pretty good plan.
Oh yeah, let's hear your plan before we turn it off.
I'm gonna cast suggestion on this chick and convince her to give herself up for us.
Oh. You can't see her.
Wolves.
I
Wow.
don't like your plan.
Your rival.
The 2 fucking extra attacks, man.
I want the ally.
You guys feel that chill?
All of
I
a
think
sudden,
hell froze over.
all of a sudden, Sunday and his best friends. We're like, oh, we're gonna rob this place together. BFFs, and she's like, I still hate you. Still hate you.
Oh god.
2 girls with knives.
Girl Squad.
What are we like splitting this 11 ways now? Like, what
Yeah,
the
it's
hell's going
11sies.
on?
It's Timbers 11. Oh, we're gonna have
Timbers 11. Holy shit.
I just came up with you guys' adventuring name.
Alright, we're signing off. Everyone say goodnight.
Good night. Good night.